1 minute 15 seconds.
I have no time for games.
The end is coming! Who am I?
Let me change your mind.
You require my assistance?
Welcome to THL Friday Night Fights, everybody. This is Saku, and hosting with me tonight is Typhoon. How you doing, Typhoon?
Doing pretty well. How about yourself, Saku?
Not doing too bad. So
Doing too bad or not doing too bad? They're two different things.
I'm not doing too bad at all right
There
now.
you go.
Unless we got some marathon matches tonight, then I will be pretty exhausted, just like you will be, man. So Silver Fox Demon there is going to be joining us during the first match. He just had a little hiccup in work or a project that he had to do. So Typhoon and I are going to whittle through this match pretty good. So we got our first match tonight is going to be in the Pro Series, which has changed their format a little bit. They've gone to the Conquest best of 5 with one ban. You must be pretty excited about that, eh, Typhoon?
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of either the best of 3 series or the Shielded series. I mean, Shield was fine, but I just feel like anything that really strayed away from the best of 5 Conquest was a little bit. It was just. It's hard to explain, but it didn't feel like it was the most competitive format.
I've never played Pro yet, so I couldn't even hazard a guess of how annoying it would be, I guess, with regards to the whole process.
I think I've actually played, because we started off Pro in best of 5 Conquest, and I think I would have to say personally, for me, the best of 3 Specialist series was probably the most annoying to play with, because if you just somehow lost 2 games due to RNG, you're just out.
Yeah. That the best of 3 kind of ruined it. Well, in certain people's opinion, it kind of ruined the whole flavor of what Pro was supposed to work out like, I guess. But anyway, they changed it, so it made everybody happy now.
Well, not everybody, but I think for the most part, people are happier about it.
Yeah. All right. So if you want to just go over the deck lists that each player's got, I'm gonna bring it up on screen.
Okay, sure. Yeah, are our players almost ready? Or?
I'm just chatting with Craig of Canada right now since it's his first stream.
Okay.
He's still trying to get used to how things are going.
Let's actually talk about the players first. I know Craig of Canada is a new player. He got quite the reception in THL because we found out that he made a bunch of music videos about Hearthstone, one of which was sent and acknowledged by Ben Brode.
Oh, really? Cool.
Yeah, he has a lot of good meme music about Hearthstone. Hit him up for that, guys. Go check that out. Brick, I believe, I haven't really been active in Pro the past couple seasons, but I believe he played in Pro last season. Do you know anything about this?
I think he played his first season in Pro. Yeah, that's the. And then I think he played Hero. Like, I'm trying to remember his name flipping around there.
Yeah, I've definitely seen his name around. I just can't exactly remember where. But anyways, let's go over the deck list. So this week is very interesting because first of all, it is the very first week of THL, which, in case you haven't tuned into THL before, it is I believe the series are all 7 weeks now, and each week you can see your opponent's previous lineups. So since this is the first week, players typically have very little information to work on.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, we just had the nerfs announced yesterday. So our players are submitting very fresh decks, for the most part, at least, I would assume. These are pretty fresh post-nerf decks, so it'd be very interesting to see what they come up with. So from Craig of Canada, it seems that we have the Warrior, Rogue, Priest, and Warlock. The Warrior, so both players brought Warrior, with a couple of interesting inclusions. Most notably, Craig of Canada brought Warrior with Bad Luck Albatross. And it seems like he's brought this card in 3 of his decks. Yeah, so he's brought the Bad Luck Albatross card in both Warrior,
Mm-hmm.
Priest, and his Highlander Rogue. So clearly, Craig of Canada thinks this card is pretty good. We'll see how that plays out. It's a very interesting card. I've seen it been played in Death Rattle Rogue before, where they just get a ton of Bad Luck Albatrosses and shuffle a bunch of 1/1s into their opponent's deck. But
yeah, our buddy Ace 103 there, he was having some success with Priest as a Bad Luck Albatross. So
mm-hmm.
But I haven't seen it much in any other decks too much myself, but I haven't been playing as much in this meta. I don't know how much you're playing, but
I've been playing a decent amount, not so much in the past week, so
yeah, okay.
I'm just not really sure what to expect post nerf. Okay, so Galakrond Warrior, pretty standard. The Highlander Rogue is very standard, except for the Bad Luck Albatross. Quest Priest is very interesting inclusion because, I think it's one of the decks that would probably benefit from the changes because it's really struggled against Highlander decks and Death Rattle Rogue.
Right.
And he has So he has another interesting thing to note is both players seem to be bringing the new Warlock deck, which I believe was popularized by No Hands Gamer. So it's technically, I like to call it No Hands Lock.
That's a pretty good one.
Okay, so on Brick's side, we have the No Hands Lock. We have Face Hunter, Galakrond Warrior, except instead of Bad Luck Albatross, we have Frothing Berserkers. And he has a very interesting rogue list. He has Dragon. It seems like a Galakrond list. Not exactly sure what the overall game plan is. It seems to be to draw through the entire deck and just burn them down.
Mm-hmm.
He has some dragons. He has a couple of dragons hordes. He has obviously the invoke spells, Spirit of the Shark, and a Leroy finisher. So we'll definitely get to see how that deck plays out. Saku, any update on if the players are ready?
Just figuring out bans right now. So
Gotcha.
I got one ban from Brick, but I don't want to say it just yet until
Right. We have a delay anyways. So.
Yeah. Until
But it's probably better not to say it.
Craig from Canada before.
In case they can travel to the future.
Yeah.
Let's see. So in terms of matchups, it seems like Brick brought Face Hunter, which in this meta it seems like it would theoretically do pretty well. But looking at the matchups, looking at the decks from Craig of Canada's side, I think the Face Hunter might struggle a lot. Because it's Galakrond Warrior is pretty favored even though he doesn't have the Armor Smith. Quest Priest is like 80% into Face Hunter. This new Warlock is actually almost 50-50 into Face Hunter because it has cards like Sacrificial Pact, it has a few taunts, Snip Snaps, Zilliax. It just has a lot of resources to actually deal with Face Hunter.
Okay.
I think its only favorite matchup is against Rogue, which would be interesting to see how it plays out. In terms of bans, I mean, what do you think they're gonna ban, Saku?
Just give me a sec. I swallowed wrong.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
Took a sip of water and went down the wrong pipe.
I'm thinking they're probably gonna ban either the Warlock or the Warrior because both decks are pretty strong right now. Not sure how the bad luck albatrosses are gonna work out because while shuffling the 1/1s into your opponent's deck can be really good,
Yeah.
what can really impede their game plans, I don't think it's very. A lot of times it ends up being too slow, but I guess we'll see.
Okay, so
Are you good now?
almost.
Almost. All right.
Yeah, it's like I get the tears in my eyes. I'm doing the whole meal deal. So okay, so I finally got the bans here. So Craig of Canada has banned Brick's Warrior.
Brick's Warrior. Okay.
Brick has banned Craig of Canada's Priest. So
He banned what now? I think you cut off a little bit.
Priest. He banned his
He
Priest.
banned Priest. Okay. So we have okay.
So it makes sense.
Right. So Craig of Canada will be playing with his Warrior, Rogue, and Warlock, and Brick will be playing with his Warlock, Hunter, and Rogue.
Correct. So I'm just gonna ask the players to see if they're ready, and then try.
All right. Let's see.
Try and clear my throat a little bit more and get back into it.
Yeah. All right. So it seems like we have game 1 underway. Do you have it on the screen yet?
Not yet.
Okay. Okay, so it seems like Brick started off with his Face Hunter and Craig of Canada / Into the Wild is starting off with Galakron Warrior. So this is one of the matchups that we talked about in the beginning. Typically, it's pretty favored for the Warrior. However, Face Hunter is one of the most consistent decks in the meta because really what you're trying to do is curve out. And the Warrior does not have Armor Smith, which might be an issue. But we do see one of the main strengths of Hunter is that it can have Toxic Reinforcements, which just ends up dealing a ton of damage that your opponent typically can't deal with. But he doesn't have that, so I say the Face Hunter is already at a disadvantage here. Okay, so he gets out his Face Stalker. If not dealt with, it could potentially start steamrolling the game for him because of all the secrets it gets out. Let me see, how many secrets does he have? Okay, so he has 2 explosive and 2 freezing. 1 freezing. So he could get a max of 2 secrets, which it looks like this is getting cleared here.
Yeah. I got everything back up on the screen now in between coughing fits.
Okay, there you go.
So, so we have Brick on the bottom, if we didn't mention that before, in between coughing fits and Into the Wild is what his BattleNet name is, but that's Craig of Canada.
Right. We'll just call him Craig because that's his.
Yeah, we'll do it for
that's
sure.
How he's known in the Discord.
Or Captain Canada, or whatever he wants to call
Captain
himself.
Canada. I like Captain Canada.
There you go.
Let me see that. So he looks like he gets his bad luck albatross, which is his hallmark card for this lineup.
That's his. It must be his favorite card. He must have a bunch of seagulls, or sorry, can't have albatrosses all hanging out in Canada. It doesn't work that way.
All right, so Brick has a few options here. personally, when I'm playing Face Hunter, I like fitting in as many hero powers as possible.
Mhm.
He might need to work on removing the 4/3 just because he wants to get stuff on board. Because normally the way you play this deck is you try to win board, and when that doesn't happen, you just switch directly to the face plan. So yeah, explosive hero power. It's probably what I would have played.
It's the only thing. And what's Craig got?
Sorry, what was that?
I was just trying to see what Craig had there. So Dragon Breeder. Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So he draws the Devoted Maniac, which
Be good to play.
it would be pretty good to play. I probably personally would have attacked in first to check for the secret.
True. But
Yeah, because he knows that his opponent can't have Freezing Trap. So actually, no, he does have one. Okay, that's all right. This is a fair play because you don't know if you're has Freezing Trap. If your 4/3 gets frozen back, that could be pretty bad. So now he needs to decide if he actually wants to hit in. I probably personally would, just because Galakron Warrior, you don't really win by out surviving them. You have to actually put on pressure too. So yeah, I agree with this play. Losing a 2/2 isn't really the end of the world by any means. Oh, and he draws the Toxic Reinforcements.
just in time.
Mm-hmm. This will be very interesting because I don't think I've ever played against Warrior when they had Bad Luck Albatross.
We'll see how much. I guess see how much it impacts.
Right.
It's also a beast. It's also a beast.
Really depends on.
Yeah.
It is a beast for Hunter, but to my knowledge, this deck doesn't actually run anything that synergizes with beasts. Let me check. I know the main list. Yeah.
I was just going to say, Kill Command is probably the only one that helps trigger.
Right, that's true. That is true. But yeah, usually they have a lot of other cards that can also activate the Kill Command. Okay. Let's see. So I believe they've invoked. How many times have they invoked now? Once, twice?
I think it's twice so far.
Right. Okay. So that means his Galakron is gonna draw him 2 cards. So he's actually using his Inner Rages, which I think that's probably fine, given that he's running 2 Cruel Taskmasters.
Yeah.
Craig definitely has a pretty aggressive list. Well, actually, both of them have pretty aggressive lists of Galakron Warrior. Because I know people were starting to shift more towards the value-based lists. But
Okay, I was just gonna say.
Not these players.
Nope. Full greed.
They're also playing very quickly, so it's a little difficult keeping up with their pace of play.
That's the trouble with this, I guess. So it's just more of maybe both are a little bit nervous and making snap plays at.
Right. So this is a bit of what I was talking about. The Warrior he doesn't actually have Armor Smith, which is one of the main reasons why this matchup is unfavored, because it just plays Armor Smith, runs a bunch of his minions in, and really just gains way too much armor for the Hunter to deal with.
Right.
So over here, I think this is where he might have wanted to draw Bad Luck Albatross to activate that Kill Command, like you were saying, Soccer.
It would make a little bit more impact on what he's doing right now. Just getting 3 damage seems weak with that turn, but he's just racing to face right now. So.
And Craig really has to think about his life total right now.
Yeah.
Because he's dangerously low.
I think he's got no option right now but to bring out.
Right. Because he could Galakrond, and then next turn Kronk is going to could either heal him or he could have the 8/8 taunt. He has a couple options there. Town Crier.
He can't
Right,
get a
just to
rush.
fill out the curve.
Yeah, I'd almost want to get rid of. Yeah,
I think you have to go face, just like race your opponent, because the 1/1's gonna deal more damage rushing into something than going face.
and there's his buddy Albatross. What's
There
up,
you
man?
go. So this game is so he does not have lethal this turn, I believe.
No, he's got 5, 7. Yep, 7 right now.
He has 7 right now, so he's 4 off. And I believe he's dead. Yeah, he's dead. He's just dead on board with
Yeah.
the minions and hero power.
Well, even with what's his face, Krunks.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's just way overkill with the other stuff in his hand. All right, so Craig of Canada picks up his first win. I believe his first win of THL actually.
Yep, his
Unless
first
he's
win of
played
THL.
already in a different series. So congrats to Craig on his very first win of THL. Yeah, so that was what I was talking about, and you can see that, you know, that decision to attack into the explosive trap really ended up mattering at the end because,
Yeah,
well, maybe not because had way over lethal, but you know the 4 damage, actually it was 7 damage. The 7 damage could have really played a role in shifting this game because if he hadn't attacked in, then the face hunter very well could have just killed him at the very next turn.
so it looks like our friend Silver Fox is going to be joining us shortly,
All right.
which is a good thing. So now we're just waiting for Brick and Mr. Canada coming, Captain Canada.
Captain Canada, right. All right, looks like they're queuing game 2. Let's see what we got.
Let's flip over here.
So it seems like Brick is staying on his face hunter, and Craig is shifted to his, I believe, Highlander Rogue. It is Highlander Rogue. Okay.
Yep. So
Okay, so Brick full tosses. I agree with this because you really just want toxic reinforcement.
yeah, you want to start with that, or sharpshooter's always good too, but reinforcement.
Yeah, I mean, sharpshooter is like probably your second best one to play on one. Because a lot of times with the sharpshooter game plan, you're actually able to get control of the board. All right, so fly booter sounds good. It's a very standard game plan for Rogue.
Yeah.
These lists actually is interesting because it also runs the Lackey generators.
I've never played this this deck list yet, but I've
Oh, really?
battled a few times on ladder, but
The Highlander Rogue?
yeah.
Got you. So it's interesting that he runs the Cable Rat. I know Miscreant is being run very widely, but especially because the Invoke, the Rogue Invoke gives them a Lackey, which I feel like makes the Cable Rat a little bit redundant. Okay, so Brick I probably would have traded in there, but you know, it's probably fine. It is called Face Hunter after all.
Yep.
All right, Mr. Silver Fox, are you with us?
Yeah.
Cool, welcome.
Yeah, sorry about being so late.
That's it, man.
Fine. Life happens.
Yeah. So we got Brick versus Lefty right now?
We got
No, we
Brick-
got Brick versus Craig.
Oh, yeah, Craig of Canada. Okay, sorry. I saw Lefty versus Nine Eyebrows, which is...
Yeah, I think that's next.
Yep. So right now the Craig's playing. Craig's just going for Blink Fox and
Oh wait, no, it's lefty versus it's me, Mike, and then lefty versus my Rose. Okay, sorry.
Right.
I gotta get people friended.
Yeah.
I am not on top.
Okay.
yeah. Take your
So-
time, dude. We get the guys
Yeah,
playing,
take
so
your
we're
time. We're
Yep.
yeah, these guys are playing at lightning speed. Okay, so Brick seems like he's just going face now.
he's
which- fair enough.
autopilot. Yeah.
Yeah, it does seem like it. It's like when you're on the. It's like when you're on your phone scamming games during a break. Okay, so yeah, Brick is just going face now, which we were saying earlier about how when Face Hunter loses board, they just shift completely to the face plan. He does have 2 Timberwolves in hand, which is pretty interesting. It could be very good if he gets the Unleash the Hound. But currently the Timberwolves don't really do much. So he's probably wishing it was something else, such as Toxic Reinforcement. This Rogue, though, doesn't have a whole lot of healing. So it's very possible that Brick is going to whittle down its HP. I believe its main healing are Ziliax, Kronks, and Zephyrus. Don't think it has any healing other than that. And on top of that, it doesn't run Death Rattles, so you can't stick a gigantic Ziliax onto the mechanical welt.
I wonder.
So Explosive Trap, we're gonna see Explosive Trap coming out from Brick here, which actually is just going to kill these minions.
But do you really? I guess you get no chance. You get no choice but to pop that. Pop the secret anyway.
Think.
Mhm.
Does he? He knows that it's his only secret. I wonder.
Oh, he does have 1 Freezing Trap,
Oh, does he? Okay.
so you could have that.
I didn't see that right away.
Right.
Quickly.
Which makes sense. I know the earlier versions were okay. I think this is a good play because just
Yep.
keep your highest attack minion alive. Yeah, I know earlier builds were running a bunch of secrets, but then I guess people decided it was it was just way too inefficient. He only has a few seconds to pick. Choose the Savage Roar, which I think could potentially be really good because if he gets a few more tokens on board, a little more chip damage, then he could just kill his opponent.
Yep.
Ooh, these
Toxic.
are
Toxic's good. Explosive Trap again.
yeah. I think I agree with the Explosive Trap pick because it's just you need more damage and quickly.
And he's not going to heal anytime fast either.
Right.
Oh,
I
what
think
is it?
Toxic Reinforcements is a little bit too slow at this point. Especially because that's your last Explosive Trap too.
I wonder.
Let's see. So Craig picking up an Edwin, which unfortunately is not very useful in this matchup unless you get to taunt it up. Which he does have a Titanic Lackey, so wondering if you
Yeah.
ever just play a couple Sky Pirates. Well, obviously you're hitting in first, but I wonder if you ever play a couple Sky Pirates, play Edwin, and then just taunt it up.
Quickly.
It's
That's
it's first, and then the 3 pirates, and then Edwin. Is that what you said?
no, hit first 2 Pirates, Edwin, and then taunt up the Edwin.
Yeah.
So you get a 6/8 on board.
Oh, he's going big.
Or yeah, you could play that, and then next turn put taunt on that. It's a 6/10 instead of a 6/8. So okay, Freezing Trap.
Yeesh. Looking a little grim right now for Brick. The Freezing Trap, I would say, is a good option. Because you can try and hit with the 6 first.
Probably gonna hit the. Okay, interesting. I thought he was gonna hit the 4/1, so he guarantees hitting. Well, actually,
If he gets
Yeah.
his weapon, he'd be fine. because he's got his dogs
Right, yeah.
and timber. Yeah.
But I don't think there's any world in which Craig doesn't taunt up this turn with this Titanic Lackey.
Yeah.
So he might have just missed his opportunity to deal face damage with Wolf Unleash the Hounds. It's definitely something to think about, but I'm not sure if we could afford to play against that as Face Hunter. The second Titanic Lackey.
Let's.
I think this turn has to be some combination of taunting up.
He could go Galakrond. Galakrond would be fine. It would spare him damage. And also give him the armor shield to last another turn. Also give him the 0-drop draws that could also sway the game in his favor. But it doesn't seem he's going to do that. It does seem he's going to taunt up the 6th section, which just puts such a despairing board to play against for Brick.
I really like this play because
That
he's
was
setting up
big
2-turn
hit.
lethal.
Oh my god.
And only kill command is going to save him. Oh, ooh. Is that?
That's a
That
second
gets
one.
through the. Oh, wait. I think he's just
That's
dead.
game. That's game.
He's
Wow.
dead.
Well, that was the.
I said only kill command saves him. I lied. This also saves him.
Played.
Yeah.
Wow.
Very lucky top deck from Brick.
Yep.
It was, yeah.
That's what he needed. That's what he got.
So actually, I think playing the big Edwin might have been a mistake because he ended up giving his opponent a lot of tokens to take advantage of.
Oh, the full board. Yeah, if he didn't have. Yeah, that's right.
He didn't have a full. If he only had 3 minions, the Unleash the Hounds wouldn't have chewed through the 6/10. All right, so we have the series. I believe is tied up at 1-1 now.
So with Craig of Canada winning with
He won with
Warrior?
Warrior. Warrior versus.
He
Hunter.
won Warrior versus Face Hunter, which is
Okay.
pretty Warrior favored.
Yeah.
Although it was very close.
Yeah, it was down to the old
I think
wire.
both games so far were extremely close.
Okay.
It really definitely came down to the last turn for both games. All right.
And then you missed my choking fit there.
Watch your
Yeah, Saku had a little trouble with the water.
That water tried to
Right.
kill him? That
Yeah.
water tried to kill him? Oh,
Must
man.
be.
Forgot I'm
Water
not a
is-
fish.
Water is dangerous.
Yep, forgot I wasn't a fish, man.
Doesn't have the gills, huh? Okay, so,
So
it looks
we
like it's Rogue mirror match
the pleasure is
here.
It's not quite a mirror match because Rick has a
The
very.
Rogue- Yeah, the Rogues could be
Right.
different. But I'm just saying it's both players are playing Rogue.
Oh, this is open list, so we know what they have.
Yeah. So we have a Highlander Rogue going into a weird.
We're gonna call it the Brick Rogue
Okay.
because I've
Interesting.
never seen this before, but I'm
Interesting.
assuming it's a homebrew.
Yeah, we'll see how this does.
Mhm. All right, so let's see.
Craig Canada's putting all damage face. So
Mhm. His hand would be significantly better if he has a screen,
yes, it would.
but sometimes that's the struggle of going first as rogue because you don't get
You
the
don't
coin.
that- yeah, you don't get that free activator, which is
Mhm.
always nice.
All right. Still doesn't have one. He could probably just play Blink Fox and then next turn he has 2 activators for Miscreant. Oh, that's pretty good too. It's a playable card.
Yeah, and that actually would help him because he can't pull random cards off of his opponent's class this way. But now with Pilful, he can.
And he did. I believe that's a Sand Wasp.
Yes, it is Sand Wasp Queen. So it adds a couple of. Are they one drop? Two ones?
They're one
Yeah,
drop.
they're one drop. So they're kind of combo activators. So that's good for him.
They're combo activators, and they can also activate Faceless Throw too.
Yeah.
A
So
tactical error.
that's pretty good, I would say. Obviously not the most impactful card, but it definitely has utility.
Yep.
Oh, and they can activate his Evil Miscreant now.
Yeah, that's the big thing. I almost feel like that'd be a good play. Sand Wasp Queen into Evil Miscreant, but that might give him too many minions in hand.
I don't think so, because right now he's at 7 cards. It's gonna give him, I want to say 8.
He plays 2.
1, 2, 3. Oh, wait, yeah.
It's gonna put him at 9.
Nah, okay.
9. Yep. It's gonna put him at 9.
Alright.
So he's safe from overdrawing at the current moment.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, Ed went off the top deck for break here.
Yeah, I'm not sure how good that is though, because the most he can make it is a 6/6, and he could just get sapped.
That's true, but he doesn't know that Sap's in his opponent's hand, so he can assume that Sap's there, but
Yeah, and also I guess sap isn't that. It's not that bad because he could just play 3 more 1-drops and play Edwin again.
yep.
Um,
I feel like he's more worried about
Flick.
yeah, I guess. Or
The thing is, Flick also kills his own Edwin.
yeah, but I don't know if Edwin's 100% necessary.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like getting rid of the 6/6 off the board could be better than worrying about the Edwin in your deck getting destroyed.
Right.
But who knows? That's probably not going to be the play. He's probably going to do something a little bit more remove cards from the hand orientated.
It could be. I think Craig's hand is a little bit awkward here
Yeah.
because I don't really see. He could flick, but he might want to hold on to that. I'd probably just play it. I agree. I would play some sort of removal oriented play this turn, just because your hand isn't that great. I'd imagine he's playing the sap. Yep. The sap. But yeah, I think as you said, it isn't something to worry about because he just played again.
Mm-hmm. Although I don't know if playing it again is the correct play. I feel like there's better plays out there. But it looks like he's going for the wind back with Edwin.
Right, because it's just an 8/8 now. It's like you couldn't deal with it last turn, deal with it again.
I mean, Craig can do it though. That's the thing. I don't know if playing Edwin the second time was better than putting down, say, a Shield of Galakrond or something that just gave you more value. You put a bunch of 1-drop minions down on board that are fairly easily cleared, and then you put down an 8/8, which you could have put
I think
a 4/5 that gave you a lackey of some sort. But it looks like
I
Craig's
think
going.
Oh,
Wow, that is a low roll.
That's a mediocre roll.
Yeah, I mean, but for
7 drops aren't great, but yeah, that's
that's
you
understandable.
don't want to see that. I would not have played the lackey at all because he has High Sparrow in hand. I would have saved that as an activator.
Yeah,
Because now he just doesn't have an activator anymore.
that's true.
So again, Craig is faced with a bit of an awkward hand. He does have an activated Underbelly Fence, but other than that, I don't really see how he's going to build a board here. Maybe start with Kronks and just hope Galakrond gets something going. Thinking maybe Kronks Acidic Swampu. Rushing in minions could be very problematic next turn.
I wonder.
What do you guys think?
looking at his cards right now. See what Captain Canada's got to play.
Okay, so he plays
Secure deck.
Hench Clan Burglar.
Secure the deck is probably the best pick there.
I don't know what it
Securing
does
for-
though. That's the
Secure
problem.
the deck
Oh, I
adds
guess-
3 claws to your hand, so it's just 1 damage spells. Or,
Right, but I'm not sure what it really does for him.
I
guess,
mean, none of the rest of the options really helped him either. So
Well-
it was the best of all the options. And then
I
Dragon
feel
Horde
like
is just an
ramming
insta play.
speed might have helped. Okay, these are much better options.
Yeah, I think Cenarius
What?
is the best pick. I don't think you want to pick Rafam. Okay, he's gonna pick and play Rafam. He's going.
He's just going for it.
Okay.
Random legendaries. Oh yeah, because he also gets the Russian.
Yeah.
He just messaged me. Brick just messaged me. Said this one's for you guys.
He got very good legendaries. Like these.
These aren't bad starting hand legendaries at all. No.
Now these are all things these are pretty much all legendaries you actually put in the deck.
Yeah. Harrison Jones is very good in this matchup too, clearing
Oh,
off
yeah.
any weapon he can add.
Especially because Craig is probably not hitting into this.
No.
I can't see a scenario. Okay. So Harrison is just.
Harrison is. Oh, Dragon's banned.
I think he's just really going for the high roll.
Oh, he got it.
Okay, we got it, yeah.
And okay, so looking like this might be all wrapped up for Brick right here.
Hmm.
But
That's
Okay.
interesting because I honestly had no idea how this rogue deck was going to fare because it just seemed
I
to
just
be
I
complete
don't know.
homebrew.
It just didn't Brick. That was the main thing. Ha 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 ha. See what I did there?
Oh,
Brick, Brick.
End stream. End stream.
All right, guys, thanks for tuning in.
Okay, wow. Ooh, those are some really good.
I mean, if he gets the Zari, he's alive.
Ooh,
Zari.
there's some heat.
None
Look at that.
Yeah, I mean, Zephyrs is a 0. Well, Zephyrs isn't gonna help him any. I don't think he's gonna live now. He didn't get any good
Oh, it's, yeah.
Dragon Queen drops.
He
That kinda
needed
sucks.
Nazari to heal back to full. Otherwise, nothing was going to work.
What's Zephyrs gonna give him to save his life?
Hey, Black Knight. Here you
Hey, Black Knight with no mana, so he can't play it. Yeah, no. Oh, look, it's Onyxia. Big board. Well played. Okay, so
And he
the
concedes
game goes
the
to-
honorable way, taking face damage.
go. Yeah, just
So game 3 goes to Brick.
being the good
So
Canadian
after-
that he is.
So after falling down the first game, Brick actually manages to take the next 2 games, and now we're at match point. So
Potential match point.
potential,
Potential
Match
match point.
well, match point meaning he could win the match here. It's potentially the match for him. All right, so Brick's last deck is the Warlock, which
I don't agree with doing Rogue a 3rd time. I think that it's not been performing as Craig has wanted it to. He might have wanted to switch decks here. What was his other option?
well, I think it matters more about matchups. Than how
Yeah.
the deck is doing.
Yeah, but
He's got
sometimes-
Warlock. That was what his next Q was. So
oh,
would have been a
okay.
mirror.
So I
What-
mean, I think the mirror would have been better than, unless Rogue's just better beats Warlock, but I don't think it
Yeah,
does.
well, actually, this Warlock deck is technically supposed to beat Rogue, but it's a lot of things that have yet to be in this meta. This Warlock is a relatively new deck. It was really popularized by Tyler and Gamer.
Hmm.
We call it No Hands Lock.
But
A lot of people have been playing it instead of Zoo. It has 2 sack packs, which means it pretty much wrecks Zoo. And basically, the game plan is to apply board pressure, put up some big stuff, and just burn them down.
old sack pack just came up there as soon as you mentioned that,
Hail,
Typhoon.
friend.
Mhm. Maybe I should just say card names. I should just start chanting Zephyrus.
Inside your matches, you go after the match and it's just like Zephyrus, 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 Zephyrus. Like you just don't stop saying Zephyrus.
Chanting. Yeah.
You just have sacrificed yourself to the Zephyrus cult.
Exactly. Sold your soul to Zephyrus. Okay, so Brick taps it a couple times, which is pretty standard for handlock. He does have. He's going to be faced with an interesting choice because he does have both the draw 3 cards in his hand. Some people like to play it for tempo, but it doesn't seem like he seems like he wants to get full value out of these draws, which definitely makes sense. Craig seems to have gotten a bit of a better draw this game. He did not elect to play the Zephyrus. I know some people like to play Zephyrus just for the wild growth.
Yeah, but I think in this matchup you want to save your Zephyrus to a little bit later to maybe do some sort of clear on the big taunts that you're not able to push through, or even something later. So I think him saving the Zephyrus there was a smart play, because he wants to save that until he absolutely needs to use it to clear something that he just can't push through, like a 7-12 taunt. I mean a 12. Sorry.
Yeah, and Dark Skies is going to clear pretty
Pretty
cleanly
much,
here.
yeah. At this point in game.
Not exactly sure why he didn't tap, because this isn't Rogue. Really, isn't a deck that pulls you down.
It's not super aggro.
Right. Let's see. All right, so he's still curving out. I'm assuming he's gonna Pharaoh's Blessing, because it seems like the highest impact. Let's see this.
Yeah.
He might be checking Break's list to see if he has any. Silence could be pretty bad if you pick Pharaoh's Blessing. Okay, so he clears the board again.
I'm surprised that neither of the list run the draw.
Which draw?
The increase your hand size and the draw 4.
Oh,
Yeah.
Valdris, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think with Veiled Worshipper, it might be a little bit redundant.
Yeah, but it puts your hand to a larger size, and also it allows you to play the minion that creates the big old taunt minions.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, the thing is, people don't actually play that in this new list of handlock. I know what you're talking about, and it was like really common in the other handlock list, but I don't believe it's being played in this list at all.
The current moment is just So
Yeah,
I
so
retract my statement from earlier on the
Mhm.
whole destroying a 12-12 taunt. That's not going to exist in this game.
Yep. Okay, so probably Siama, because as Highlander decks, you tend to want to curve out.
Yep.
See, probably okay. He's getting taunt Divine Shield.
I think I would have went Defiant Shield Wind Fury. I think it would have been a better pressure play.
Yeah, or either that or Rush Divine Shield.
Yeah, I know why he did it. He wants to protect himself a little bit from bigger minions.
And that definitely makes sense. I think that's more playing not to lose than playing to.
Mm-hmm.
Zephyrus here?
That is
Okay. What
You
is
get the
Zephyrus?
6.
Zephyrus.
Like-
Zephyrus would would clear all the 1/1s.
So Zephyrus would give you probably Blizzard. 'Cause you're a 6 mana. It might
it
give
would-
you Shadow Flame. I'm not
It
sure.
would also give you maybe Holy Nova as well.
I don't think it gives you Holy Nova in this case. 'Cause it's just we have so many. We have nothing too.
Okay, so
Oh, actually, wait.
Edwin, then
Is he going for an Edwin play?
that would be interesting.
I think what he's planning on doing is nope, never mind. He's playing the Zephyrus. Because he could have done a play where he traded Zephyrus into Dragonbite Cultist, pulled it back to keep it.
Pulled back the Zephyrus.
I mean, not Zephyrus.
Okay, swipe is probably pretty good. Yeah, swipe his face. Swipe his face. Hit face, and I'd yeah.
Yeah, Zephyrus again. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, Zephyrus is like probably the best card in this deck, or just like any other highlight.
Unity, precision, perfection.
I was going to say that he could find Blessed Champion for lethal if he had picked it, but I think it was 1 mana off. Brick with a little bit of emoting here.
Yep. Some
Oh.
DM for some measure.
Craig gets Seal Fate, which is actually a very good
Response to, yep. Zilly. Which is why popping the shield off of Zilly was bad for him.
I think he's probably just going for an Edwin right here. I would have.
Does he run Bad Luck Albatross? Just
He
He does, yes. That's what we were talking. If you look at his list, 3 of his decks are.
At the
I
crazy
feel like
albatross.
I feel like he just likes Bad Luck Albatross. Just
Mhm.
favorite card in the meta right now.
Yes, I will destroy them.
Okay, we got a Dragon Queen Alexstrasza pickup.
Don't know if it's active yet.
No,
I do not believe so.
It's not. Nope. Not
it
yet.
is not yet. I don't believe.
So I kind of want to dump cards. So Dragonblight, Cultist,
I wonder.
Double snap tap.
or you could, yeah.
I think double stimp snap. Okay, he's gonna draw and then play the Devoted Maniac and sack one of the ones that arrived from it, or 2.
He might sack both of them
Yeah, he's gonna sack to heal.
because he knows his opponent has Zephyrs and
Yes.
get him for lethal with Wind Fury.
It'd be fun to see the Colossus of the Moon dropped here, but I don't believe it is the right play.
It might get dropped here, but he's probably playing the taunt. Given how he's been playing,
Gonna taunt
He's
Edwin?
gonna Pharaoh's Blessing. I think he'll Pharaoh's Blessing the Bad Luck Albatross.
Right.
It has an
Right.
effect.
I
I would imagine so. Because I don't believe Brick has any silences. Okay,
So it's
So he's gonna put all of his eggs into one basket with Edwin.
right.
14 damage.
Which-
Or just 10 to face, and then 4
Which,
takes it to 5-4.
Which Brick's list happens to run. Okay, Brick's
some
list
damage.
Brick's list does not run the
Yeah, he's got to shoot this face now.
Yep. Brick's
Probably
list
play
doesn't-
Spell Lackey too. Oh, he's gonna.
Doesn't have the potential to clear with Zephyrs, which strange.
I feel like Brick is almost respecting his damage too much here.
Oh, twisting nether in
He's-
response.
Yeah, because he's trading in a lot. He's trading in a lot. He's putting up taunts when he's above half. Because this Warlock, this Warlock has some burst, but it's limited.
There's.
There
I
is
think the Colossus should have been played last turn. It would have affected the full it would have
Yeah, 'cause-
stopped the twisting nether, and then he still would have had the 10-1 left over that he could have put the divine shield back onto with his
Right.
spell. If it went away the turn after that, or he had to trade into anything, which he wouldn't have had to if twisting nether would have been popped.
Oh,
Ooh,
Dude, Draxus.
double Lord Draxus.
buddy.
Double drag.
Yeah,
Now, what
double
would be-
deed.
Now, what would have been fun? What would be fun here is if we see a sap be played on one of the Draxuses, and then the Draxus gets played, and then we see Draxus as the new hero.
And we
Big
might,
grand
yeah.
plays.
Looks like I would just start jamming face with this one. Oh, he's dead. That's
It's
lethal.
Game over. Yep.
Yeah, Wind Fury.
Yep.
Cool. So
Making
this
it
series,
5.
Craig is pulled it back now, and now 2-2. We are heading into a game 5 scenario. Let's see. I believe it is the Warlock.
Yep.
So it's going to be a Warlock mirror.
Good old Warlock Mirror.
Yep. I think my prediction of this match going into it is their lists are rather similar. They both don't run Valandris or any of the big crazy minions. It's gonna come down to value, and I think that Craig's list outvalues Brick's because Craig has Zephyrs and Brick does not.
Let's see.
Yeah, I think that's what it comes down to,
Seems
and
like it.
I think the value inside of Craig's list is just higher.
Yeah, Brick is running CM instead. Are both running it? No, only Brick is. Because
Yeah.
Craig is running Lord Godfrey instead, which
Yes, which is a
I-
good clear,
it's a good clear.
but I don't know how much it's going to be used in this mirror match.
Mhm. I think at the end of the day, it's probably going to come down to invokes Holocron.
Yeah, who invokes Jalikron the most?
But yeah, like given all other things, Zephyrus would probably really tilt the matchup. All right, got some exciting gameplay with hero power, hero power. Each of the first 3 turns.
Hey, it's fine. Just build up their hands, and then they'll start dropping bombs.
This is like the opposite of Control Warrior Mirrors. Instead of gaining armor, they're losing life.
It's losing health. It's whoever has the lowest health wins. Not the dead guy, just the lowest health by turn 5.
Right. Right. So it seems like he's got his. Yeah, I mean these people are just playing their all
Playing
their
their
invokes.
outs. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
I will act as your scale.
So this looks like the first board that is built. Let's see. This is actually.
I think this
how is he
might.
gonna-
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
going to be cleared by Crazed.
Well, it's not going to be. Well, it would leave up.
It would leave up the 4-5, but that's the only thing.
Right.
I'm talking about.
Probably
all
still
of
goes for it. Yeah, I'd imagine he still goes for it. Alternatively, he could have played Nether Breath Oil, but that doesn't put anything on the.
No.
So I don't think that was.
I think putting a 5-5 body on board is fairly nice.
Okay, so now he can. Let's see, what can he do? He could Zilliax Mortal Coil. Not bad. Yeah, it's probably gonna play that.
Unity, precision,
Yep.
perfection.
It's in a pretty good spot now. Let's see. He could play the sacrificial pack too. Probably wants to save it for one of the bigger minions when Galakrond comes down.
Lord Jaraxxus, sack pack face, win game,
Insta win. Yep.
insta lethal.
Destroy.
I don't think there's a way for one of these to play Lord Jurassic. But that'd be cool if they did. So he could Dragon Blight and Veiled Worshipper play a sack pack, yeah, just for hand space. Looks like that's probably what Brick is going to do. Because really, as we said earlier, we just want to outvalue our matchup. And this is also getting closer to. You said Brick was the one. Who's the one with Zephyrus? Was it Craig or Brick?
It's Craig. Craig has
Okay.
Zephyrus in his list.
But both of them have Dragon Queen Alex.
Both have Dragon Queen Alex. Both actually run. But also, Craig's list also runs the normal Alex Traza.
Computing.
While I mean, no, they both run it.
They
run
both
normal.
do.
Yeah, they
That's
both run
pretty
normal
core in this
alley.
deck.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, the faster cycle through this deck. We see that Brick already has his Dragon Queen Alex. The faster they can cycle through this deck, the better. Because that board is very difficult to deal with.
Yes, I will destroy them.
I think the best way to do it is to Nether Breath the 5/4 and trade your 5/3 into, or kill it with Mortal Coil.
Yeah.
Either way.
That's much better. I think 5/5 goes face.
I think 5/5 goes face. You do the 5/4 on the failed, and then go face with the Nether Breath, which is what Craig ends up doing here.
Probably deciding whether or not to use Sack Pack. I think it's correct to hold. Because the 1/1 isn't exactly the most. Okay, I think he's probably thinking about double invoke.
Double the
That-
vote? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Or either that or some form of breath. That does use up all his mana, but I just feel like it's not the most strong play. I don't feel like that was the strongest play you could have made. But... Oh, actually, Plague of Flames. Okay. Okay, shooting at face.
They're both even at 20 health and no board.
Why did he shoot that face? That's my question.
I don't really know.
Yeah. I think you normally want to shoot at face. Maybe he wanted to make.
I think it would have been a better play to save it and then shoot double Nether Breath face once you pop Alex and put him to 15. Which I think what next turn should be is him popping Alex, unless this board gets crazy large.
Yeah, I don't. I would assume he's probably not playing Alex this turn, just because this board is a little bit big.
Oh, crazy!
Oh,
not the
that's a
top
tough.
deck. That's
That's a good top deck.
And then into a Devoted Maniac for the extra.
So he plays that without a split second of hesitation, which makes sense. Let's see. Craig's Galakrond is actually fully invoked now, so he could just play that and start jamming face. That's probably what I would do personally. But what are his other options? Yeah, because he also has Galakrond in hand to be active. He could play 3 Snip Snaps. Don't think that's very strong. Just summoning 4 demons and getting an Arcanite Reaper seems to be pretty good. Dragon Queen Alex would be a good play if it was. He's still got quite a bit to go for. Looks like he's just jamming the Galakrond, which is his strongest play. That probably he gets a taunt.
Yeah, I was just gonna say you get a taunt out of it, so.
Right.
But also the Sag Pack in hand removes the taunt without any fear.
Right. He does trade in, which I don't particularly agree with. I can actually see that. I probably would have jammed face, but it's pretty close.
So it looks like he's debating playing Siamat and then going the Sacrificial Pact on the 4/6.
So many possibilities.
I think this turn is actually, it would have been a good turn.
I think it would have been a good twisting other turn.
I don't think this is something you want together. It's like more of a last resort. Like you really want to save twisting other after they Dragon Queen Alex. Because if you play this turn, then you don't have an answer for their Dragon Queen.
That's true.
Or if they Kronks and get the 8/8.
Which we could see a Kronks play this turn.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good play. see what else does he have. Fiendish Rights. He could probably just Veiled. Wait, how many? Yeah, 1, 6, 7. Okay, yeah, he could just Veiled Worship Procs. Because if he Veiled Worshippers, he has both Dragon Queen and Zephyrus in hand, so he gets much closer to activating both of them with Veiled Worshipper. And he gets to put tremendous pressure out on the board.
Time is burning out. What if? Unity.
Looks like he's going for Ziliax though, and Fiendish Rights. Do you guys think he might be afraid of dying?
It would seem that's what he's defending for, since his tendency last game was to kind of protect. But
And I think that's probably fine. Well, I mean, it would be a bit less fine if Brick's Dragon Queen was active.
yeah, I was just gonna say,
But
he's waiting patiently for the Dragon Queen to activate.
yeah, I think you see, Craig is getting a little. Last play just simply wasn't high tempo enough.
Yeah.
And his opponent is just clawing his way back under the.
Both opponents get 10 cards left, so
Mhm.
2/3 around across their deck.
I'd imagine the Alex and Zephyrus are very close to being activated, but both of them still inactive. Does any of you have a tracker on?
I didn't have. Did you? Okay, good. I didn't have one.
Okay. What cards are we waiting on for the duplicates to activate?
Well, let me see. I'd have to compare the list real quick. For I'm looking at I'm looking at Brick's list. Brick needs.
Oh, I think Craig's just activated because it was Plague of Flames.
Craig's is active, I think.
Yeah,
I
Craig's
think,
is active.
I think it's correct. Craig's is active, but I know Brick still needs to get one more
He's still a
shield
little
of,
bit ways off.
yeah, he needs one more shield of Galakron out of his deck. A veiled, no, he's down to one veiled worshipper already. He hasn't played. He's played both of his Fiendish Rights, so that's out. I think it's. I don't know what he's. Oh wait, nope. He's played one plague.
So Craig
Oh,
shoots another.
Dark Skies. Dark Skies is the
Skies.
reason why his isn't. Bricks isn't.
Ah, okay. Yeah, I
he
didn't
hasn't played.
notice
He hasn't played any Dark Skies, and he doesn't have either in hand. He runs 2 in list, and he hasn't
Right.
played either of them. So within the bottom 8 cards, there are 2 Dark Skies.
So okay, this turn Craig just shot a net. I'm assuming we're probably gonna see this buff up the board. Yeah, he uses hero power and Kronks to +2/+2 to everything. Or I guess he's just going Kronks.
Reanimation would be fine as well for the dragon. The 8/8.
All face, yeah.
Yeah.
Doing all phase. I mean, the time was running out, so the easiest option. Yeah. he did oops. He realized he missed the hero power. Twisting's coming out. And yeah, this is what we were talking about earlier. After Twisting, free to play Dragon Queen. Although, Brick does have Galakron and Plague of Flames.
I dream and the world trembles.
Ysera, a very nice card at any time.
This is
Looks like
true.
we're gonna see the 5 damage going face from Dragonclaw. We still see that Alex in hand. That Alex hasn't been played yet. The
Right.
normal Alex. Both Alexes actually, because his Alex is unactivated for Brick.
Would you have
This is
waited?
gonna be
I
very
was gonna
tough.
say, would you have waited for the To go face with the weapon?
Yeah, I feel like it would be better if you waited.
What?
Well, you don't have any other weapons, so I don't think it really makes sense to swing face ever.
Time is burning out.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I guess Zephyrus could technically be Tyrion. Maybe he was preparing for that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because if Zephyrus gives you Tyrion, you lose the 5 damage.
Is that the 5 damage?
Ah.
Oh my.
There, now his Dragon Queen is active.
There we go. So yeah, this turn he could play that and a Plague of Flames.
I think he's dead here.
I
isn't
think
he?
he's fine. Yeah, no, he doesn't need to play the Plague of Flames or even Dark.
Wait, why is he playing Dark Skies?
That was
Wow. Oh, he knows he's dead because of the. He's got 7-8. Oh,
Wait,
taunts.
he could have played Plague of Flames that turn and survived. I don't know why he.
I
played
think
the
he
Dark Sky.
survives. I think he survives. Would have survived either way. I think the only reason he died.
He
I
is
think-
dead now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
he's
only
just-
reason he killed himself there was because he didn't. I don't know.
He might not have seen the Plague of Flames. That's probably it.
I was just gonna say that's where Ysera comes in.
Right.
Look,
There's-
Craig wins it.
Quake of Canada wins the match.
Yeah, after a really back and forth series, Craig ends up winning it. Are we doing interviews tonight?
Yeah, we're doing a quick interview with Craig. The other team or the other 2 players are ready to go. They gave me the bands and that stuff, so
All right.
I'll just message Craig here real quick.
Sounds good.
Okay, let's see if I can get Craig of Canada in here. Alright, so Craig said he can join us.
Right. That was a very back and forth series, so that was
Yes, it
definitely a good one.
It was very back and forth.
Because Craig won this first game, Brick won the next 2, and then Craig won the last 2. So that's the definition of a back and forth series.
Seesaw.
Exactly. This whole match was a seesaw.
Just waiting on Craig to be my friend.
Craig, be his friend.
Hello, Craig.
We're here to convert you.
To what?
I have no idea.
He's already
It
Canadian,
just-
so we're okay.
We're here to bring Craig into our secret society.
Yep, Secret Society. I was about to
Secret
say.
society of Friday Night Fight.
That's not so
You know what
secret.
to say? What happens in Fight Club?
Stays.
No, the first rule of Fight Club is you don't talk about Fight Club, and we both just talked about Fight Club, so we broke the first rule.
Oh, that's not good.
Yep.
Okay, just waiting for him to give me the friend signal. Why can't we be friends? Can't we? Friends? Oh, okay. Oh, alright, now we're friends.
All right.
So one Canadian is also another Canadian.
There we go.
So many Canadians. We're starting to get overrun.
We do have quite a few Canadians.
Here
Right.
comes
Welcome,
Craig.
Craig.
Almost here.
Oh, he's not on yet. He's still getting run.
He's Flipping in. Greg.
Hello there.
Hey.
Hey. Not so nervous now, are you, winner?
Oh, you'd be surprised. Let's just say I have to change my. Never mind.
So was that your first THL match ever?
It was.
Wow.
Well,
So your
congrats
first THL match ever.
I
Honestly.
crushed.
Yeah.
That's
Congrats,
it.
dude.
I'm
How do
not
you
gonna
feel?
lie, guys. I don't know if you noticed, but not the best with Highlander Rogue. But we got there.
You made it.
Mhm.
You got there.
So we have Silver Fox and we have Typhoon here doing a quick interview of the match there tonight. So your first time doing the THL stream, and what do you think was your difficult match there with the Brick?
Well, pretty much everything with Highlander Rogue. I felt nervous. I felt really good though in that last match, the Warlock versus Warlock, when he sack packed one of his own 1-1s. I was a little surprised by that, and I felt pretty good there.
Yeah, I think from our perspective, it was mostly for hand space issue.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, you actually won game one. He won the next two games, and then you won the last two games. What was talk to us a little bit about what was going through your mind when you were on match point. You were down 1-2. Like what was going through your mind at that point?
Well, the Canadian national anthem was playing quietly in the background of my mind, and I felt like I had to do it for my country, if that makes sense.
I like
But
that
no-
thought process, man. I'm good.
Yeah, but to be honest, no, I was nervous. I don't want to let my team's been doing. I think we've had a bit of a rough week, so I was really hoping to come back. And I said I know I can win with this Warlock, but then I was worried about playing Rogue against Warlock, so I really just wanted to keep queuing that Rogue until I couldn't anymore, until I got a win with it. And I felt like it was about time. And when I got the that 6-mana paladin spell off of in that last Rogue game, +4/+4 divine shield, I was like, I don't think I can. I felt good, and then he cleared my board, no problem, made it look easy, and I said, I don't think I can win this, but I never gave up hope, guys.
Mm-hmm.
That Canadian national anthem take you all the way to victory?
Oh,
Canada. There he goes. One Nova Scotianer to you live in Ontario, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
How'd you know that?
I saw it somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Who's that?
It's
Who is that talking?
Saku.
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 Oh,
Yeah.
Saku. I might have to sack you.
Hey.
Just
tease
kidding,
me.
guys. No
Don't-
violence.
Don't tease me on stream. Come on now.
Saku
So-
knows everything.
Was it pretty
You know-
intense, guys? Did you guys do? I guess it's hard to tell where that match was going.
It was also you guys were playing extremely fast.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
we didn't
about
really
that.
have time to consider all the. Oh, it's good, but we just didn't have time to consider all the plays you guys. could have
Yeah,
done.
I
It
was
like-
tilting a little bit towards the end there.
Mhm.
I was really that Warlock matchup. I think it came down to the fact that I was able to get my my Highlander cards active before,
Right.
I think before he did.
Yes.
So that last
It-
matchup, there was no chance for him because I drew Galakron properly and I drew my Highlander cards properly, which means I'm a skilled Hearthstone player.
You're
Right.
you had I think your Alex 3 turns before Brick did. Brick was waiting on one Dark Skies to pop up in his hand and just kept evading him till like bottom 8.
Yeah, you know what though? If you make your name Brick, you're gonna brick.
But
Thanks, guys.
so we had one last pressing question before you leave.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, bad luck albatross, meta defining or meme?
I The reason it was in all my decks is because I thought maybe I would bump into some Highlander stuff, and I did. So let's say a meta meme.
There we go.
You're just
Meta
wishing
Somewhere in the middle.
You're just wishing Canadians had albatrosses. That's all.
Have fun with Trump, guys. Anyway,
He's Canadian.
I'm Canadian, dude.
Yeah, the
He's
one who said
Canadian.
that's the Canadian one.
hey, Trudeau's not looking too bad, is he?
Not for an albatross, no man. He's not good.
All right, guys.
Thanks so much, Craig. Appreciate it,
I'll
buddy.
be streaming tomorrow. I'll be casting some matches tomorrow, so you'll get more of this hilarity. Bye.
See ya.
Bye, Craig.
Bye.
It's nice having you on here.
Perfect. All right. So you guys want to? We got our bands and this stuff for the next match there with Lefty playing for Dirty Mike and the boys. I'm playing against It's Me, Mike V from the, as luck would have it, good luck albatrosses.
Ooh.
So both players are tied at 0-0. Out of the classes that each person has picked, which one do you think they banned?
Which one do you think they banned?
Yes.
Okay, so this is Legacy Conquest. We've got Lefty with Priest, Shaman, Warlock, Warrior. We have Mike with Hunter, Rogue, Warlock, Warrior. So I think what Lefty's going to do is his list seem kind of targeted towards the Hunter. So I think it's going to be either a Rogue or Warlock ban from Lefty, and then It's Me Mike is going to probably pick some sort of Warlock or Shaman as his ban. But that is my I mean, not Warlock, Warrior or Shaman. So I'm going to define in that Lefty is going to have Shaman banned, and that Mike will have Rogue banned. So Lefty will ban Rogue, and Mike will ban Shaman.
Okay.
Typhoon.
Typhoon.
There you go. Ultimate
okay, so we
hybrid.
got Priest, Shaman, right? We got Priest, Shaman, Warlock, Warrior. So I think the Priest we can pretty much assume. Well, I think people are still playing combo. Pretty much assume it's going to be Resurrect, and we saw the ban last game.
Yeah.
I think Mike might actually ban the Priest because besides the Rogue, the other decks are not that.
Yeah. Well,
Unless he teched in Bad Luck Albatross.
very true. And since this is a Legacy, we're on Legacy series for this particular match.
He
So
could
it's
very well be targeting Priest.
closed deck list. So the drum roll is that both players have banned Warrior.
Okay,
Alright.
Devil Warrior ban.
So
So I was
Not too surprising.
so I said it, but I didn't guess it because I said it was either player were going to ban Shaman or Warrior or Rogue or Warrior, and I didn't say Warrior either time in my final picks, but I said them in my top two.
Dude, that's like you guess like half the classes.
Hey,
you're 50-50
If I
everywhere,
get-
man.
half the classes. That means I have half the chance of being right.
There you go.
This is true.
All right, so the players are trying to get queued up here. My Lefty just had to do a quick jump out to his house for a quick sec to move his car.
Alright. Sounds like he's getting some exercise in before this match.
Yeah,
Hopefully it's not too cold outside, which this time of year probably is.
It's not too bad here in Illinois. We're like what 50 degrees right now, somewhere around there.
Hmm.
We just had a crap ton of rain though. Like it's been raining consistently for the last 2 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would assume it would be snowing up there.
No, we're not. I'm not far enough north.
Mhm.
yeah, we get a smack ton of snow, and now it's starting to rain.
Alright. I
So
believe they're getting started now.
Yep. So the person we're gonna watch her spectate first, so who's gonna be on bottom is It's Me,
This is
Mike
Mike.
V. Yep.
Right. Okay.
For our lovely viewers out there.
All right. So it looks like Mike V has started with Rogue, and it
And
looks
Lefty
like
has
a
started with Warlock.
Mhm. And it is a Highlander Rogue. I can't actually spectate Lefty. I'm not sure what's going on. Does he have offline mode?
No, I'm able to spectate him.
None can escape my fury.
That's very odd. Do not. Oh, okay. Wait, let me see if I.
So it's either some sort of hand lock or the new galley.
Hand lock or no hands lock?
And then we've got a Highlander Rogue from It's Me, Mike.
Never. So yeah, again, we see the same thing. Some people like to Zephyrus for the wild growth, okay? But you know, he seems like Mike is just holding on to it.
He doesn't know what the list is yet, so jumping the gun with a Zephyrs is probably too risky.
That is true, because if his opponent is Zoo, then Zephyrus is just gonna give him a sack pack,
Or some sort of good clear.
like sack pack.
Sack pack clears one minion. I'm talking like a board clear.
Right. So this looks to be the same new world that everyone's playing. It could still be old handlock, but so far it looks like all the same cards as before.
It is the new one. I'm pretty sure.
So this is a matchup that we've already seen from the previous. I wonder if this is just going to be very common now with the new set.
Your wish is
'Cause
my
people aren't really people don't really seem to be playing Shaman. Interesting. Not sure I would have actually played Zephyrus. Much more threatening board, clear. But yeah, I think. Well, I guess he has Shadow Step. Like, you might as well play it right now.
Quickly.
Source Apprentice, not exactly the card that you typically see with Zephyrus, but it is providing board pressure right now and discounting.
We see a Fiendish Right play. A rather small board. I think I would have much rather seen the Devoted Maniac come down. It would have been a much better clear and contested the board a little bit better.
Yeah, I definitely don't hate this play though, because it allows the imp to trade in cleanly. So yeah, the Highlander Rogue here. This is one of the things, when it doesn't curve out, it looks like it's having a bit of an awkward turn. Of course, it's not bad because it's not like Lefty is putting on tremendous amount of pressure
No.
yet.
Escape.
That's just where it starts to get dangerous once those bigger minions start to get played, though. For Rogue.
Ooh, Faceless Corrupt. That could be very good. If he elects to play a Witchy and Faceless, then he can clear it. Or he could Zephyrus for the Black Knight. That's a pretty good tempo play.
That is what I believe is going to come down.
Think.
Is a Zephyrus into black.
Yeah, he was hovering over it, so I seemed like he was giving serious consideration. But of course, Faceless Corruptors. Also, we have to keep in mind Zephyrus can give you so many different things. If he didn't think it would give him Black Knight, then he wouldn't go for some ways.
Yeah, but in that situation, he had the perfect mana for Black Knight and also a taunt on board. It would have almost guaranteed Black Knight.
Right. I think it would have, but it's, you know, it might not have crossed his mind. Black Knight there.
I think it crossed his mind for a second and he just kind of play off.
Maybe he figured that Zephrys was needed for a larger board clear.
Yeah.
Okay, we see the high.
And this rogue deck is for sure something that you need to look out for. I think this turns probably a Witchy Lackey into a high spare and Togwaggle. I think that's your best play. You go for
I agree.
the wand to get the 3/0 cost draw cards.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
just.
pass the turnover. You don't have a too intimidating board in front of you, so you're not scared of taking a ton of damage or anything like that. Yep,
Right.
Wondrous Wand, instant pickup.
Yeah, the thing is, especially in Highlander Road, so many big cards. Wondrous Wand often swings the game very heavily into your favor.
The only problem with it inside this matchup currently is that you have Alex Straza in hand, Dragon Queen. So you're not going to get that free Dragon Queen or Straza play, which is pretty good, considering
Right.
it gives you literally 3 minions for 0 cost.
Right.
Oh,
Dragon
okay,
Horde.
Well, Wondrous Wand first. If he wants to play Dragon's Horde, he can do that after. But I think you Wondrous Wand first to get the 3 0 cost minions, just to see what you get for all options on board.
He might even hold off on it. Yeah. Or yeah, actually, he's probably playing Wondrous Wand. Sure.
No, he's playing Wonder. Oh, never mind. He's going
He's
to
not. Okay.
Eviscerate.
He's doing. I think he's doing everything else.
I think he's going to use that Wondrous Wand as a rebuild to his hand. Ooh, Dark Pharaoh Takan could be good in this matchup because it makes all of your lackeys 4/4s, and that's
Right.
very
Looks like he's
good for a rogue.
going for
Yep, he decided to go for Dark Pharaoh Takan.
Akali is usually pretty good, but he already not
Mhm.
very useful anymore.
Nope. And that Dark Pharaoh actually is very beneficial to a rogue deck in this.
Yeah, that that could be a big problem. This is like bootleg Quest Rogue, because all the 1/1s are 4/4.
And fun fact, I crafted that golden the day one it dropped. Dark Pharaoh.
Which one to con? Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there's a gold Dark Pharaoh in my inventory that's getting no use.
I mean, it seemed like a really strong card.
Oh, it seemed like a scary.
Can't really fault you for that. It seemed like incredibly good. Yeah, we're gonna see the fully invoked guy, Lefty. He's probably gonna trade in Mortal Kombat soon, and I'd probably hit face. Not sure what he's doing.
No, he's gonna trade me the 5/5. Let's get it off the board so it can be bounced back and played again. Or anything like that. No shenanigans. Ooh, Acidic Swamp Ooze at almost the perfect time.
That'd be it.
Does he play it though? That's the real question.
I think more often than not, Wondrous probably your best.
Wondrous One is a pretty good bet right now. I think he's going to play Zephrys for a clear though. What sort of
What clear is he looking for though? Not really sure.
Flame Strike? I guess MCT could also be picked or Cabal, but I think Flame Strike's his best bet.
I feel like
Everything
this.
but one.
Right. I feel like this board is a little bit underwhelming for
Whelming.
this turn.
Yeah.
Underwhelming.
I wonder.
Maybe you
Yeah,
just take the
MCT.
clear. Maybe you just take the clear and hold it for next turn.
Yeah, I could
Not
see
in the
that.
Quickly.
The thing is,
Ooh, 0 cost Siamat.
oh god,
Ooh, 0 cost Edwin. That's nasty.
Wind Fury Rush. Okay.
A 12/12 0 cost at Edwin.
Okay. Looks like he's getting his inputs in.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the only issue with this is there is Dark Skies in hand. We've got both Plague of Flames. He has clears that he can use just to negate a lot of this board right now.
Yeah, I think as you mentioned, the Plague of Flame. I don't know if can he make the board. Let's see, snip snap. He can play 2 snip snaps. Okay, well, he's not doing that. Okay. I was gonna say he can play 2 snip snaps here, Plague of Flames, but I don't think that would have been enough. Actually, yeah, I think that was. No, that would have been 1 off. But that most of the time that removes the pressure off the board. Yeah. Like that would have been the same thing, except he wouldn't need to waste 2 nether bro.
He's hoping for the one. Okay, it hit. It
Yeah.
didn't hit
It was-
the. It did.
Well done.
Could it have hit the stealth minion?
Yeah, he could have.
Okay.
It's just stealth doesn't.
Block random.
It
effects.
doesn't have any. It doesn't block kill a random minion effects.
Ooh, I think you just play Ysera here. I don't think you have anything to worry about from any of your. Yep.
That's insane. Like
I
it's-
love that card. I have that card golden as well.
Nice.
You are a golden monster, sir.
I love it. I love it so much. This truth be told, this is the time for golden legendaries. Like dragons. I just wanted dragons. I crafted Malygos,
Mhm.
Alexstrasza, and Ysera because I wanted them all gold. And
That's
I had
fair.
way too much dust to spend. Anyways, so do we have it? Is there any play that that lefty can pull here that could reverse this board at the current moment?
Yeah, so hero power dragon blight second. First.
Oh yeah, yep. And then
And he has the mana to play a whole.
yep.
Lefty making a huge power swing this time.
Yep.
I will destroy them.
And
We see a Blink Fox top deck, so no Dragon's Portals were popped.
right, he has his Zephyrus too, and he just threw 3 cards. Cool that both of his Dragon Queen and Zephyrus actually.
The question is, do we see a Takan then a Shield of Galakron here to give you a 4/4 Lackey in hand?
I think he probably should play Takan. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you have any
Definitely should
any
play.
other time to play Takan.
Yeah. Now is definitely the time. Yep. He's going to play it.
And then he plays Takan. We've got Flick. I don't think this is the turn for Flick, but looks like
He wants to deny draw. So,
Yep. which is not terrible.
Yeah. That's fine. So Zephyrus and Alex. Interesting.
The if the lists are anywhere near similar, I don't think we've seen.
We haven't seen Dark Skies yet, have we? Oh no, we have one.
seen. We have one. We haven't seen either. No, we've seen both Devoted Maniacs. What are we waiting on? Let me think here.
It could technically be anything. We don't have the list.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's true.
it's-
I'm trying to think of off the other lists. What are
Yeah.
a possibility?
Like, yeah, you're right. Like, I think most likely it's gonna be the same list. Ooh, Leroy is drawn. He could set up 2-turn lethal if he gets some damage spells. I'd probably go for the Candle Breath.
Yeah, I would
Just-
go for the Candle Breath as well. But he's not holding any dragons, so it doesn't really have like a major effect. So maybe he wants Clever Disguise. Yeah, Clever Disguise just gives him 2 random spells instantly instead of having to play 6 mana for the draw.
Well, that's the thing though, because is 2 random spells from other classes,
Well, considering they're both
then
from
3 cards
Shaman,
from your deck. Well, considering these
they're both really
are-
bad from Shaman.
they're probably 2 of the worst spells he could have gotten. Well, he's seeing a Blink Fox too.
Quickly.
I guess he wanted to hold off for Blink Fox in case Lefty has a board. I probably would have just played it, but if he wants to hold off on it.
Okay, so the thing he was waiting for was the Kray's Netherwing. So both of
Right,
his cards are now active. I almost feel like you have to Zephyrs here because you need to. You can either
You're just-
Zephyrs. Yeah, you just have to Zephyrs. You have to
You're
Zephyrs
dead
to
if
get
you
some
don't.
set of clears.
You could also snip snap Ziliax.
Yeah, that's the other
Pretty good
play
play.
that I was looking at.
Actually, snip snap Ziliax, Hero Power, Sack Pack. Dude.
This is my suggestion.
But it does look like he's going for Zephyrs, which.
Sack Pack wouldn't have
Definitely
been
a
able
pretty
to. Sack Pack wouldn't have been able to hit anything.
Oh, well, I'm saying if
I mean,
he.
other than like a zero power. Yeah.
Yeah, I meant Hero Power. And then,
Yeah, I didn't hear that part. Sorry about that.
yeah, that's fine. He probably Shadow Flames. Yeah, that's a full clear. And he did hover the Sack Pack that he might be using at this turn. No, he's not.
No, he's gonna pass.
I don't believe there's any demons in the rogue list there.
No.
Well, actually, we don't have this.
No. Well, yeah, no.
That's
There's-
not minion. That's not demon.
I was like, well, maybe no.
So
Uh,
Warlock card had a high chance of being.
Yeah. Had a high chance of being a demon, but there's no demons ran just in a
In a rogue list.
in a rogue list. Yeah. I mean, you can pull one off of maybe Dragon's Horde, or off of your random cards from the Warlock class, but other than that, you're not pulling
Hmm
anything here.
Sap, unfortunately,
see
just
this.
not going to be.
Yep. Sap's going straight into that 4-1, which is just going to come back down as a bigger minion. So
Right.
sadly,
Not incredibly useful.
I think as Lefty here, you're actually kind of safe and protected to drop that Dragon Queen Alexstrasza here. And
yeah, definitely.
I don't think any other turn you're really going to have the chance to. Because you trade the 3-2 into the 3-3, you run the 1-1 face, and you just play the Dragon Queen's Alexstrasza to have such a big board. Oh,
He's just going
he's
face.
just going face. He's gonna
He's
just,
probably Netherwing. Yeah.
Yeah, he's Netherwing,
I probably just plays Zillion.
which is just as good of a play, but he's taking damage himself, which isn't necessarily what he needs right now.
I think he should have just dropped Ziliax to knock his opponent out of the game.
Well, he's gonna play sack. He's gonna play
Yeah,
sack
this
pack,
is fine,
which is a fine heal. It's 5, which would have given you more than Ziliax would have.
yeah.
Um,
And this looks like this game is about to get wrapped up.
This is a much more menacing board. So you're probably gonna just have to play a tempo Leroy to clear the 5/5, which is sad. You're gonna have to put your SI7 into the Dragon Blight Cultist, and you still leave him with 5 damage on board.
Yeah. As we
Well-
can see with the Fiendish Rights, that's lethal.
Yeah. Well, Fiendish Rights only. Oh, Fiendish. Oh yeah, Fiendish Rights. That's lethal. Yeah.
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 Because it gives him 6 damage,
But-
even if he clears.
But as it's me, Mike, he doesn't know that, so he's just going for what he can potentially do to save himself, and that's the only play he has to save himself with.
True.
Which that's what's exactly going to come down here.
Right. Yeah.
And he's going to trade into one of the 1/1s, and that is game. With Fiendish Rights being played here, he loses the game. Yep. So game 1 goes to Lefty.
Impressive for a mortal.
This is a pretty long game for a non.
Yep.
I guess these decks are a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, so Lefty wins game 1, which I think winning the Warlock mirror is actually pretty big here.
So what's coming down next? Priest and Shaman. Like, we don't know what Shaman deck is going to be to work against Hunter and actually all three of what Mike's got left for classes.
We shall see. All right, it is the Mike is going with the Warlock again, and Lefty switched to the Priest. It is going to be a quest res predicted.
That's a hard word to say, man. Quest res.
Quest res. Quest res. Say that 5 times.
Some
fast.
QR. We'll say QR priest. Save
QR?
vocabulary.
Like the QR code?
Yep, exactly.
Okay. Both players are pretty much full mulliganed. Activate the obelisk. So I'm actually just I'm not familiar with this matchup at all. I'm gonna have to look at HS. Do any of you know what the percentages are on this one?
I can get them for you. I believe I still have my meta tracker.
Mhm.
Do so. The percentages of this warlock into priest
Is this warlock called hand warlock?
I
Galakrond,
do not
I don't
know.
even know.
I think it's Galakrond warlock. So it's 52%, 52.86% quest resurrect priest favor.
Okay, that makes sense. I was trying to think in theory what happened.
I think that you just play Res Priest just plays the same way it would always play into anything else. Just clear up your board, stop you from doing very much, and then by the end of the game, your opponent's deck just runs out of steam, and you still have cards just to play.
That makes sense. I'm thinking because
Thank you.
Warlock has stuff like Alex. So first of all, all of Warlock's late game cards are going to come play this matchup. Question.
Yeah,
So
it's the question to whether that Quest Resurrect Priest can out heal what Warlock can set it to. Because with the 15 health that it sets it to, can it out heal and stop itself from dying?
I'm just thinking like it's set. Okay, you set them to 50. They have to heal up,
Mm-hmm.
and after they heal up, then you have stuff like Master to end the game. That's what I'm thinking in theory, but I don't know in practice that ever happens.
I do not know. We'll have to see how the cookie.
We'll have to see.
crumbles.
So Mike is choosing to tap a lot, which is interesting because he could be playing those 5 draws. He might just want to tap to draw through his deck as possible. You know, getting those Zephyrus Alex down is extremely strong.
Almost out of time.
Okay, he's hitting his own minion. He does need to, right, he does need to make some hand space, otherwise he's going to mill something. Not quite sure I agree with that play, though. Because it seemed like he was just using a lot of his own resources he didn't have to. Okay, Cartoot's coming down. We see Lefty actually has a very extremely top-heavy.
So many
It looks like it's going to be fine, though, because Mike isn't exactly putting on that much pressure on. Shield of Galakrond.
With the way things are looking, the pressure isn't enough from It's Me Mike to push through the just sheer taunt power that is Priest. So Priest can just sit there, and once Priest pops its quest, it'll just start tearing through everything.
Ooh, and and he does get the Katarina too.
Yep, the Katarina is gonna be able to revive, which I
Yeah.
think you might just kill your. Oh, Looks like we're gonna see the forbidden words come out here and him just go face.
He's going face.
I don't know if you say that forbidden words to a later turn, to something a little bit bigger that you can't really get rid of with.
I think it's appropriate to use it, especially on the Shield of Galakron. Don't have any other for 4 attack minions. Something that Priest historically struggles against.
Yeah.
I was almost thinking if you Zephyrus and got a, would he have gotten a sheep at that time?
Oh, well, Zephyrus isn't active.
Yeah, that's right. If Zephyrus is active, then
Yeah, I think it gives you Hex.
does it give you Hex? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it doesn't give you Polymorph. Because
Even
Hex
still,
is a
Hex-
0/1.
Yeah, Hex would be still okay. Still a taunt, but
Right, and he might end up doing that once. But I feel like I have a feeling that he needs Zephyrus for Master Spell in this matchup.
yeah, I was just thinking that too. So.
Because you only get Zephyrus once. There's no way to replicate it or bounce it back. This Katrina is going to be potentially a huge problem for Mike because it's coming back with mass res even.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't kill it, it's just going to keep resing those cartoon defenders.
Yep. Every single turn, a new Cartoon Defender will spawn.
I
Right.
wonder.
Plague is coming out.
Yeah, probably.
I think a Plague is coming as well. I think you
You
Plague.
have to.
I think you're Plague and playing a Veiled Worshipper or something to just put a little bit more to try to get closer to that Highlander, those Highlander cards being active.
Absolutely.
So there's a Claire's Neverland. And then we
Probably
might
hero
even
power.
just see a hero power here.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, because he's going to only be at 9.
Well, we don't.
We're
see
not
the
seeing
hero power.
hero power.
We're going to see a Mass Resurrection.
Oh boy.
All
Oh, he
Cartoon
did not get
Defenders.
Katrina.
You got
Well,
one.
that's
He's got
fine.
one more chance though.
Yeah, I feel like three Cartoon Defenders is plenty.
His chances of getting a Katrina in the next one actually
are lower now, yeah.
because before he had 4 in the pool and he's adding 6 part of the so now he'll have 10 cartoons. Katrina.
Well, he has to. His opponent has to decide that he wants to clear them, which I don't know if he wants to Plague of Flames that or not. 'Cause
right.
it's
Yeah.
wasting your other Plague of Flames, unless he's really just wanting to put Cartoots inside the Cartut Defenders inside the res pool, just to kind of stop that Katarina from coming out and giving him more problems to deal with.
I think now I think the play is Veiled Worshipper now because you really want to, as you mentioned earlier,
You want to get those Highlander cards active? Yep.
yeah, that too.
Ooh, Lord Godfrey's a very good.
Oh, also, right, actually, Galakron,
Galakron's
Wall is
also
really
very good
good.
as well.
he has
Get rid
to
of
he has
that
to
coin.
point.
Yep.
Which you
Yeah,
might.
I would not do
Nope, we don't even see Plague of Flames. So are we gonna see that other mass res? Is the real question. It does not look like we're going to see the other mass res either.
I think that would be a misplay right now because it plays into Plague of Flames.
It does, and it plays heavily into the fact of not being to put your board back up.
Yeah, so he's not playing it. He might play the Watchdog. Or not.
I agree with not. Okay, no, he's playing Convincing Infiltrator.
Yeah. So Lefty is actually five health away from his quest completion.
completion.
I would imagine this is a Dark Skies. Yeah, you could save it.
So many possibilities.
I think you just. Oh yeah, okay. I think you want to trade every Dark Skies and then Galakron. That's what I would do, anyways.
So many possibilities.
So you say dark
'cause-
skies and Galakron?
Yeah, trade, get Dark Skies and Galakron. I think that's the strongest play right now. Yep. Oh, okay. I don't really like that. I kind of want to save that for face spin after the Alex.
Yeah, but his deck isn't running the Malygos package, which is trying to pull off lethal with Malygos and that. So he's just so sometimes it's just better to play it and clear off boards that you'd rather not have.
That's fair. Yeah, the thing is, this Mashog is like, incredibly awkward to deal with.
I mean, yes and no. I mean, you could just Plague of Flames it
You
off.
could Plague, yeah.
Yeah, you could just Plague of Flames it off here, and then. But
He
the only
probably plays that.
the only problem with that Plague of Flaming it off here is he has another Mashog in deck. Like he's almost guaranteed that he's playing 2 Mashogs.
He could be running 1.
That's true.
I have no idea. I have not touched Quest Res Priest before, so I played plenty of Res Priest, but not this version.
Yeah, I don't play the version with Mashog. I almost think, if I'm not mistaken, though, this version also happens to run what is that? I'm trying to think of the card. My brain's not working right now.
You think of Batterhead?
Bloods, Corrupted Bloods.
Oh, Hakar.
Yeah, I think this list also runs Hakar. So
I guess we'll see pretty soon if he plays. He does
Not.
Yeah, does not look like he's running Bloods. I think people normally run Bloods with. It might be this meta might be a bit too fast for running Focus Bloods. All right, we see he has a quest complete now. If only Mashog was a demon.
if Mashog was a demon.
Actually, does he have a clear now? I feel like he might have a clear with Godfrey.
Yeah.
Yeah, hit it a couple more times. Yeah, he does. Oh no, he doesn't. Well, oh yeah, he does. Yeah. Wait, what is he doing? Godfrey is a clear. Okay. I would have cleared with Godfrey, but maybe he just didn't see it.
What you got for Darks? Maybe he's trying to think of Dark Skies.
Almost out of time.
That we could kill
Well, if
his
you
own
wanted to-
minions too, right?
Yeah, if he wanted to play Dark Skies, he
Yeah, I would have done it with a smaller board.
maybe he doesn't think the Mashog is threatening enough.
No, I don't think he's thinking that threatening enough. Holy Ripple. Ooh, very nice. Very clean clear. And then this is where Mashog starts to get dangerous.
Yeah.
It just starts getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and then you can't touch it.
I think now we're really seeing the consequence of not playing Lord Godfrey last turn to do the full clear.
Yep.
Because this priest, if you let them stick 1 minion on board,
They
You can
start
really-
to just get bigger and bigger and bigger, and then
yeah,
you can't do anything about it. Yep.
it just really starts steamrolling.
There's just not enough clears to keep up.
I mean, he still has a Plague of Flames, which is probably coming down very soon. I'd imagine Galakron is also coming down soon.
Looks like we're seeing the Dark Skies this turn.
Yep. Probably Cultist.
This
Oh,
might
actually,
just-
Almost out of time.
yeah. Go ahead.
this might just be for Lefty just a hold turn. Depending on his draw, he might just not play anything.
I like the hold here because he could Plague of Flames next turn. If they're whatever his opponent does.
His res
Yeah,
pool
this
is
is-
very diluted right now.
Yeah, this is a pretty weak res pool.
Shut the fuck.
This is interesting. It seemed like Lefty was just running, but
There's
Now that
the
he's
play.
both mass resurrections, and Mike is about to get his Highlander card, does seem like Mike is back in the game.
I don't know. We see that he's got double Plague of Death and also Mass Hysteria. I don't know if he's back in the game just yet. I don't think we can call that. All the Cartoot defenders are out though, so we're not going to see any. Well, nope, never mind. Cycle Pump's going to bring back something. Oh, wow, not back.
Ooh,
That's big. That's big.
that is pretty big.
And then
If I was Mike, yeah, I'd probably just start spamming them now to bait out the death.
I don't know. I don't think that I don't think Lefty with a 214 that he can buff at any time. I don't think he should worry about playing Plague of Death right now.
Yeah, probably not. That Zephyrus is still not active. So which card is it this time?
Another. Let's slap
Yeah.
that down real
He
quick.
already played another. Let's not
No.
play that one. Those are some big taunts. Zephyrus is just going to chew through.
It
Oh,
was
that's okay. That
Yeah.
okay? It wasn't Mortal Coil.
no. It's I'll look at other lists to see what.
He's got another Psycho Pump in there.
If only Warlock could run flick.
Yeah. Yeah. Or have some kind of
Now-
max disco.
He has to manually clear through 517 and the 214. That's 31 more health that he has to manually.
It's Fiendish Rites, by the way.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He hasn't pulled a single Fiendish Rites this game, so he doesn't have any of that. Yeah, I'm thinking the board is starting to get too big for Mike to handle.
I think he actually just needed to build work to draw the rest of his cards because he's
Yeah.
really losing steam now. Oh, I think he wanted to do clear. Okay, that makes sense.
Which it actually even clears, I think, the Mashog. No, it doesn't clear the Mashog in
No,
full.
it does not. He
No,
should have
that's fine.
Mortal Coiled, but I think he ran out of time.
Yeah.
Mike does have a couple last pieces of. He does have a couple of last threats, but you know, as we were saying earlier, the board clears from left. You might just deal with it pretty easily. Probably just play the silence here, but
There, now it's
I guess
active.
not.
There's Fiendish Rites being pulled.
Finally.
Finally activating.
2 cards left in your deck.
Yeah. It's looking rather dicey. With 10 cards left in your opponent's deck, you're starting to run out of steam very quickly, and your opponent's still got a lot to go through.
Right. Mike really needs to sit down here and think to himself how he's going to win this game.
I don't think he's got a lot of options.
He really doesn't. So he needs to be very, very his resource management for the rest of the game.
I was going to say, do you even sack pack to kind of get some health back? Because there's no real burst coming from the priest as it is right now, but
He
Oh,
doesn't
there's
hit
the
base,
Breath of
which is-
Infinite Clear. Just an easy
Yeah.
3-drop clear that you just play for now.
Right.
Yeah, I think you at this point you just make the Warlock just chill, because if you put the Warlock on ice, it's not able to do anything. You can just hold the rest of your cards here and pass.
that's what I was going to say. Do you just pass here at this point?
Yeah, at this point you're
Ooh.
literally
I
just
bring
setting.
life.
This doesn't even really bother you, I don't think, because it's putting you at 10. Top
he
deck
has-
Zilly. Top deck Zilly, then play Obelisk guy, and then you just
have the Ziliax run into the Alexstrasza.
Yeah, and Penance.
Yeah. Penance too, yeah.
That has to be the play. Yeah, that just clears the Alex.
That clears the Alex.
Because I really don't think you want to play Plague of Death on one Alex when you can help it. I mean, he has the spot removal available.
Yeah.
Can't imagine he's probably thinking about the options, but I'd imagine it has to be one of them.
There's Kronk, finally. I think this is probably your best bet is to Dragon Queen Alexstrasza here and hope for something. Because otherwise, Zephrys is gonna pull you a Dark Knight of some sort, which will kill the 6/5, but you have no real damage to push through.
Sorry, I got disconnected and logged back on. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, we're gonna see a Dark Skies coming down from It's Me Mike. I'm hoping Kronk, because you need that 8/8 or something.
Return is nigh.
Or yeah, Decimation is probably a little bit too weak right now.
Yeah, Decimation's too weak. You need Reanimation. None of the rest of them help you. Oh, but it seems like he's going to go with the Decimation. Oh, and there's Sandhoof Water Barrow. It's over. I don't think that he can pull it back. His best bet is Dragon Queen Alexstrasza pulling something very insane. And even then, I don't think it can save him. He's starting to fatigue, so... Zephrys will give him... Yeah, Zephrys will give him BGH. Veiled Worshipper's a dead card. And you can, at the current moment, your best play for It's Me Mike is to play Zephrys, BGH the 8/8, and then run face with the 6/6. You're dealing 6 damage.
I think Alex is fine, but he has to hope his opponent doesn't.
Yeah, his opponent. He should know his opponent has some sort of clear. You're playing against a priest, so you want to put as much damage as possible. Yeah. Hopefully he picks the BGH because neither of the other two minions are going to help him.
Yeah.
Defender of Argus gives him 1 extra damage, but leaves a minion up that just is going to start beating him down. Tyrion, Divine Shield Taunt. Yeah, it gives you a 5/3.
Yeah.
I think BGH is the best pick.
I've got the beast in my bag.
Seems like he agrees. But as we can see, Lefty just has a...
Yeah, Lefty's got all the clears in hand right now.
Right.
Oh, and he doesn't even really need to use them, which is the big thing.
I think he does need to use it this turn.
I mean, he could have just cleared the 6/6 and Mass Hysteria.
Yeah. Actually, the thing is with Alex here, if Lefty doesn't...
Oh, those are both 2 really bad dragons too. I mean, in this situation,
they're pretty good, and usually. I mean,
and usually,
what would we really be looking for?
I mean,
okay, actually, it's interesting. He's holding on to both. He's kind of playing around Mass Hysteria. But yeah, he's just getting locked out of the game though.
Yep. Which is where I think it comes to the end. It comes to the end right here because you're locked out. You're taking 3 fatigue, and your opponent still has 5 cards in deck. Hasn't taken a single point of fatigue. Yeah, you can gain the 5 armor from Ember Dragon Scale, but you can't play your 5/4, your biggest minion in hand other than Varanus, which you're not going to play. No, it's over.
This game is pretty...
Yep.
It's pretty cut and dry now.
Oh, it looks like he's going to Mortal Coil just to get rid of the 5/1. That's going to make him fatigue 4 more damage.
Well, it doesn't really matter now.
Yeah.
It's like he's in fatigue and he doesn't have any more resources.
Vargoth. I don't
it's
think
just Plague of Death.
Yeah. I don't even.
Oh, actually, no. He just Mass Hysteria as a curse both.
Yep.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't.
Not, no.
Well,
yeah,
no, it doesn't because it doesn't matter which way it trades. They both. Actually, what he could do is, if he wants to be real BME, he could have Obelisk'd the Ember Scale Drake. It would have 3/3'd it, and then they would have traded up and cleared each other out.
Oh yeah, he could have done that. It's actually pretty. Right. So Lefty's taking it. He's up 2-0 now, right?
Yes.
Correct. Yep.
That was a very despairing loss. Like you could see how the Warlock the longer the game went on, the less and less it had to do. And it was just so sad for that Warlock not being able to do anything. But that's how you lose to Res Priest. You just can't do anything by the end of it all. And then Res Priest is just like, I still got more stuff to do. Here you go. Take my stuff. Can you deal with it?
Let's see. What is Lefty's last? I think it's the Shaman.
Shaman.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
So
The deck that arguably got hit with the most nerfs recently.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, we'll see what he does with the.
I am curious as to how Shaman has been performing.
Yeah, it does seem like it got nerfed to the.
nerf to the ground for sure.
Yeah.
It's me, Mike V, is gonna feel a little bit confident with the 3 decks he does have versus a shaman that's kind of like up in the air.
Yep. Unless it's an aggro shaman, like an aggro overload shaman, which would surprise me.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, that would be interesting. But I mean, it wouldn't be a terrible bring because that hasn't had cards nerfed from it in a while.
Ooh,
And
looks
that's
like
what
it
it
actually
is.
is an aggro.
That is what we're seeing here.
Looks
Interesting.
like it is an aggro shaman with the token buff cards.
Yep. So it does look
Interesting.
like we are having an aggro shaman here, which is a very interesting pick.
I have not seen an aggro shaman before the evolved meta.
Well, I mean, there was an aggro evolved shaman that exists too. So
Yeah, but that was more evolved shaman than aggro.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Aggro, in my opinion, is like
Where it's just
you
overload
just-
heavy.
yeah, I just overload. With like Doom Hammers, Lava Bursts, Rock Biters.
Yeah. Which even now I don't think Doomhammers really ran. There's the Rock Biters. Yep.
He probably runs Doomhammer if he is.
Huh, that's too. That hand doesn't look so great.
Yeah, it doesn't have much to play, unfortunately. If he draws Spirit of the Frog, though, it's going to complete his hand. I'm almost certain when he has that many, when he has those spells, oh, he runs a Battle Mage.
Yep.
He's one Spirit of the Frog away from having a good hand, basically. Okay, one Sniff Snap. We finally see a match where both players are tapping everything. Okay, Haunting Vision.
Oh, Bloodlust.
Bloodlust could be very good for the future.
Yep. But I think Blazing Invocation has the best like right now hit.
Yeah. We'll see what he does. I guess it really depends on if he's build a board.
Yeah. Blazing Invocation
Seems
was
like
the
it's
pick
fine.
right now. Early Rockbiter weapon?
I think he just wants to make the most use out of his mana this time. It's
Mhm.
understandable. Okay. I'm quite sure I agree with that play. But if he doesn't think he's getting it, then suppose that's fine. Oh, and also that activates the. So I don't hate that play. Withdraws. Would have liked to see the draw first. To see what you get. That was probably gonna be the play anyway. Okay, which one do we take? Champ, but there's some consideration for the element. Yeah, so like we were saying last turn, he did want to activate the Lickum. So I think he's pretty much, I think Lefty is pretty much told himself that, okay, I'm probably never getting aboard this game, so let me just swing face.
I think the way that Lefty wins this game is he has to just get an insane tier hand and just pump damage face, but this is not the class that he's going to do that against. I think this match goes to It's Me Mike, but it could go either way. It's too early really to tell.
Yeah, because Mike doesn't have any of his heal. He doesn't have any of his taunts. So it really could be anyone's game right now.
Float like a butterfly. Sting like a bee.
Yeah, so he's playing Faith Shaman right now. That makes sense. I'm almost positive this list runs Doomhammer. So the minute that he draws that, oh, and then we have a taunt. So that's a huge pickup for Mike. That's gonna start mitigating a lot of the damage.
Yeah.
I will act as your scapegoat.
Yeah, as soon as he gets the Doomhammer, he's just right back into the game. That Doomhammer is gonna, with Rock Fighter, is just gonna chunk a ton of damage.
Job's done.
I was going to say, couldn't he have just ignored the minion that's on board? No, he's got taunt up.
Well, I think the best play here is to Lava Burst the 4/5 out of the way. And then just maybe play double Rock Fighter and go face.
No, I think he wants to hold the Rock Fighters Doomhammer. Yeah.
I am very interested to see how this aggro overload shaman does, because it was clearly one of the weaker shamans that were out while Galakron shaman was existent, because Quest shaman was even slightly better than it.
The thing is, was it bad or
I don't think it was
overshadowing
bad. I think it's just every other deck overshadowed.
Right.
Like, I just think objectively it's worse than everything else in meta.
Yeah, I mean, I think it had it. Shaman just had a lot of ridiculous.
Oh, and there is Doomhammer.
Oh, there it is.
Is that's looking to be.
That sets up lethal next
Yep.
turn. I don't think he's dead, so
I think Galakron's coming down here for the extra shield. Maybe shield of Galakron.
he's still dead. Shield Galakron, I think. I want to say he is, but he's not. That's exactly lethal. That because
3, 6
it becomes
times
8.
it comes 8 times 2. It's 16. So it doesn't matter which way he does it. It's exactly lethal.
Your scapegoat.
Yeah, he hits the first charge 8. Second charge
Yeah.
goes 8 face, lightning bolt. Exactly.
Well played. I think Lefty just sweeped this.
Yeah, he did. Hopefully he sees the lethal.
Yeah, hopefully he does as well.
Oh, now he has his
No,
second
wait.
lethal
Wait,
underhead.
actually we're wrong, because he has to get past the 4/5 first.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what I'm saying. The first swing hits.
Oh yeah, it's still fine
Second
because
swing
of
hits
the
8 face.
lightning bolt. Lightning bolt.
But now with Thunderhead, he can also just rush in.
Yeah. Yep. It's over.
Yeah, he's just counting to make sure.
Yep.
8 plus
What's
3
that-
is 11.
Yep.
Gotta check that 6th grade arithmetic.
It's very quick game
It
to round
was.
out this series.
That Doomhammer really, I mean, it seemed like he got a bit of an.
So was that a
Getting
3 or
all
a
that
3?
derm.
That was
That's
a
a 3-0.
3-0, yep.
And I believe he's playing another match right after this.
Yeah, he's.
Yes, he is.
So,
So he's gonna come in here, and then we're gonna kick him out.
yeah,
Come in here for the
he might
interview.
come in here again.
And then he might come in here again for the next interview.
God, so funny.
Which are we're getting him in here for an interview.
Yeah, I'm just talking to him right now.
Yep.
Ask him a couple questions and then get him rolling on to 9 eyebrows. So for Pro Series.
Uh huh.
Actually, if you guys want to go through that match real quick, I get the do the
Yeah, sure. We can go right through it right now.
Okay.
So
So he can't make the interview, which is fine because he's got to prepare for Pro Series and.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right. Yeah, we'll just go over the next match
And then we'll just, whenever we get him in here for the next one, hopefully he's able to do the interview.
if we get him for the next one. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll just go over both at the same time with him. So it's a Hunter Shaman Warlock Warrior versus not Mirror, I should say, versus a Hunter Priest Warlock Warrior.
We actually have the deck list, I believe.
Yes, we do.
Yep. I'm just going to transition that
Pull
right
this
now.
up.
And it seems, let's start with Lefty here. Lefty is running another aggro shaman, like he was inside of his last matchup.
Is he just playing the same lists?
Except
Except for one.
Well,
Yep.
yeah.
Oh, he has Face Hunter and Pirate Warrior.
Wait. Yeah.
Am I
no,
looking
he
at the
doesn't-
right one?
Yeah, am I looking at the right one here? Because he doesn't have shaman. Oh wait, yes he does. Never mind.
Yeah, he
never
does.
mind.
Yeah,
he does.
So he
Well,
has
yeah.
two of the lists the same.
Mhm.
Oh,
Well,
actually,
we
wait. The Warrior
didn't-
might have. Yeah, we didn't see Warrior. You're
we
right.
didn't see his warrior, and he didn't have
Hunter.
hunter. So yeah, they might be the same list.
I'd be surprised if they weren't. Oh,
Yeah.
he does run Valdris, like you were talking about earlier.
Yeah, Valdris. This is a handlock. This is a handlock.
Oh, interesting. This one is definitely a different list from the Warlock. You know what might have happened is because for Pro you have to submit your list early. So he might have submitted the handlock first and then realized that he liked the other list better for Legacy.
Or he just liked both lists equally.
Yeah, and he just
Good
didn't
luck.
want to submit the same thing.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
And then we have a Face Hunter here, and a Pirate Warrior. Pirate Warrior is really strong, so I kind of almost expect that might even get the ban. Because, and then the ban, yeah, they're both running a Pirate Warrior list. We have a no.
Nine Eyebrows has a Quest Hunter, so that would be
Yeah.
pretty interesting.
Yep.
I know, talking to some previous opponents, whom I shall not name, they are very big fans of Quest Hunter.
I have talked to a person as well that is very into Quest Hunter as well. I will not name names, but I think we both don't know who this is.
Mhm.
What does it rhyme with?
Oh, that's gonna be too easy.
Yeah, no, that makes it way too easy. I'm not doing that. No. We've got Quest Hunter for trying to get my mind back into things. Nine Eyebrows. Res Priest, Quest Res Priest, Pirate Warrior, and a No Hands Lock,
The No Hands Lock.
I think. Yeah.
I wait.
Got banned.
I
After
think
this-
both of these are just running regular hand lock.
No, he doesn't run he doesn't run a lot of the main things for handlock.
This one is actually pretty interesting. Nine Eyebrows list is running. I think
it's
this
some
was
sort
an
of
earlier. This was a slightly earlier version.
Yeah.
I think this is the Monsanto. Yeah, this is the Monsanto list. Because he
Okay.
was running the Swamp Dragon Egg with the Soulfires
Okay.
and Mountain
So-
Giants.
Going to the bans on either player, I have this sneaking suspicion that it might be a double warrior ban. Just noting, although Quest Hunter really doesn't want to run into a Face Hunter.
Right.
It's so despairingly bad for
It is, yeah.
Quest Hunter. The matchup just Quest Hunter just loses so often.
Okay, I
I
got
mean,
the bands.
Okay. Where are the bans?
What did you say was going to get banned, Typhoon?
Oh, I didn't think I made a prediction yet. What did I say? I think I agree. I think Nine Eyebrows Warrior is getting banned, and for lefty, I would imagine it's either Warlock or the Warrior. The other decks just aren't as threatening.
So I'm gonna transition to the screen. Not that you guys are gonna see it anyway, but what ended up happening is Lefty's Hunter got banned. Left nine Eyebrows' Priest got banned.
Interesting.
That's pretty, just like it's all aggro. Even though if Lefty's
Actually, now that you mention it, yeah, the Priest ban makes because lefty has all aggro.
Yeah.
So, and it was we saw in the last matchup, Priest versus Warlock. That wasn't really great either.
No.
Maybe lefty just remembered that from the last match and banned accordingly.
Yeah.
Possible.
It's very.
Actually, that's pretty likely, in fact.
Oh, just told the players to start, so we'll get to the fun. The lefties representing this can be the Pro Series match. Conquest rules, best of 5, 1 ban. The lefties playing for the other guys, and we got 9 Eyebrows for the Menagerie. So 9 Eyebrows is gonna be the one to spectate first.
All right.
To our viewers, lefty's gonna be on top with 9 Eyebrows on the bottom. Eventually.
They'll queue up one day.
One day, in the near future.
There we go.
Oh, there we
Oh,
go.
there we go. So wait, we're specking lefty first.
Nope.
9 Eyebrows.
9 Eyebrows first.
9 Eyebrows. Okay. Gotcha.
We'll just call him 9 for sure.
9.
99999.
9 Eyebrows is a cool name.
Your soul shall be mine.
No idea what that means, but
That'll be the first question if he wins. What does
yeah.
your name mean?
How did you get your name?
What's your name mean?
Mhm.
It's 9 Eyebrows.
Okay, so lefty's starting with the aforementioned Shaman. Last match Shaman. Warlock for 9 Eyebrows.
Yeah, he has the Tikan list, which is pretty interesting. I don't believe that's very popular anymore, but it was being played a lot a couple weeks ago. I think actually just last week. This meta is changing very quickly.
Yeah.
This meta is just gonna shift again.
Yeah.
And by the end of it all, one deck will be on top. And I have my opinion on what that deck will be. But no one needs to know
After
that.
these commercial messages.
After these commercial messages, you'll get to know. Probably
Actually, I probably would have liked to see an Earthshock
yeah, I would have liked to see.
because I don't really know what else your Earth matchup. Maybe the taunts.
Big Dragon.
Big dragon.
That's a big dragon.
That is a very big dragon.
It's not very big, but it's reasonably big.
I mean, it's a dragon that does 7 damage.
Also has 4 health, so it dies to a lot of things.
Yeah, that's true. But you gotta take 7 damage if you're going with the face.
Mhm. Alright, so pretty standard fighting for board. I'd imagine we're seeing Spirit of the Frog. I think you actually just Spirit of the Frog and then next turn is Thunderhead. Probably Spirit of the Frog, maybe Earthshock just to give it. Yeah, that could come out. I think if he didn't draw Spirit, no-brainer play, but there's definitely some consideration to draw through your deck Spirit of the Frost. Nine Eyebrows, though, is going to have some trouble clearing this. Because there's no one card that's going to be able to. Let's see. Spirit Bomb is a little bit off.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I guess he could discover. Oh, there you go.
That was a quick snap.
That was a snap pick, yeah. Alright, so Nine Eyebrows able to clear off the head and basically able to clear off a lot of the pressure that we're putting on. Trades. Keeping his board alive. I think this is one of the main frustrations aggro overload shaman. They just, once they run out of, pretty much done for. Of course, this list runs the Doomhammer, so they do have some burn, but especially compared to the Galakrond, I feel like it really runs out of steam much faster.
I mean, the good thing about this is, though, that he's always going to be able to pull his, because of that Spirit of the Frog being able to stay up for so long, he's gotten a lot of value out of it, a lot of spells.
Right, for sure.
So he's thinning out his deck for other cards that he'd much rather have into draw or top deck off of the deck itself.
Here, this turn, I don't hate playing. I would just play double Snip Snap, coin Mortal, prepare for the Ziliax. Or maybe
Looks
Mortal
like
Coil
he's
first.
Mortal Coiling because of the draw.
Yeah. And also it gets rid of Spirit.
I kind of like,
pretty good.
actually, myself personally, I like the Evil Genius into Blood Mage Thalnos over anything else. Because you play Blood Mage first, then you can either decide whether or not if you want another brother or not. It'd heal you for 5, which is nice. Looks like he's going to go with Ziliax instead. And then coin, which this could pop something out of his hand that he would rather not have popped out of his hand. Oh, man,
I don't think anything. Yeah, the thing is, I don't think there's anything that he.
I think he would have been rather sad if he would have popped the Snip Sap or the Leroy out of hand. Though.
Well, Leroy's not going to be incredibly. Because
Yeah,
the
it's not
Warlock
going to be
is the control
incredibly.
deck.
Yeah, it's not going to be incredibly pivotal, but it is kind of. It would have been kind of a sad, just I popped that out of my hand kind of moment. Like it wouldn't have been the end of the world by any means. Ooh, that's a good elemental in this aggro overload deck. That Unbound Elemental.
If he gets a Lightning Bolt or Zap, second Zap, that would be really good.
Yes, it would.
Let's see. Let's probably start off with a tap here, I'd imagine. Or you could just stick some things onto that. It's fine too.
Or he just ends up sticking 2 Snip Snaps onto that and not even worrying about it. Because just put a big old Zilly on board. Which he's not going to do. He's going to end up making Ziliac go.
Use Ziliaxes. Because he knows his opponent has.
But you see, his opponent has Earthshock in hand. I mean, he has no way to know that. But his opponent has Earthshock in hand, so he can just shock Ziliac off the board and proc nothing.
Yeah. So looks like he's just gonna Earthshock.
Yep, Earthshock and maybe even Rockbiter weapon for that extra.
I think I'd probably Hero Power just because. Well, you could do that.
Yeah. That's 10 damage face, so I mean.
Yeah. We usually, a lot of times people want to use it. You know, make your opponent feel like they're safe to excessively play heals.
I mean, but he still is kind of doing that in the sense of he has Lava Burst in hand, and his opponent is having to use some sort of heal here already.
I think I would have liked to see Crowd Roast put in a lot of pressure to him. This is.
Well, I mean, he has a second chance to grab another Crowd Roaster.
Yeah.
I don't think it's
just less. No, it's. Well, Dragon Maw is just going to clear his own board.
No, but Onyxia.
Onyxia might be the best play, yeah.
Onyxia would have been, in my opinion, that's what I would picked.
Mhm.
But Crowd Rusher was a good second pick.
You
Putting
not
a
sure
lot
why
of damage
he's-
towards face.
Okay, he's probably planning on Alexing it, which makes sense.
Oh, that Lickham's kind of a dead card because you don't want to get rid of your
Right.
2/6 Doomhammer.
That is unfortunate. You probably want to roll for Spell Totem just to get in some extra chip damage.
Yep.
Perplexing.
Gets a taunt. I think he. Well, yeah, it was fine. I was gonna say he probably could have.
Oh, there's a taunt there.
There is a taunt. It's going to be difficult to deal with. Cloud Roaster
Crowd
taunt.
Roastered off. Yeah, this is looking kind of
Fresh.
despairing.
It is looking a bit despairing. I don't know if does he run second Earth Shock? Let me check.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
in chat
there's
there. So.
something.
He does, yeah. So he needed second Earth Shock, sure,
Yeah.
which just
This is
didn't happen.
rough. This is very rough. I think he's dead if he doesn't lava burst.
I think he's just dead.
Oh wait, he's got Leroy in hand. Yeah.
Yeah, he's just dead. Well, now he's super dead.
Yeah,
He's-
Lefty knows he's dead.
Victory is yours this time.
He's just dead on board now, so.
Yeah. I mean, if he would have cleared it off with the Earth Shock, I mean not Earth, but the Lightning Bolt. I don't even know if he had enough mana because I wasn't paying attention to mana at that point. But
He did, yeah, because he barely had any
Mhm.
spells in hand. But
So there we go. Is that one for the Warlock?
Mhm.
The Lackey Warlock?
see, another interesting thing to note, Lefty's Face Hunter has it looks a little bit odd because it's running Spring Paws. It has Questing Explorers and Snake Trap, which is not very typical of Face Hunters because you typically imagine that they want to go face instead of having all those different tech cards fighting for both. So that puts 9 Eyebrows up 0. And now we're going to see the Pirate Warrior.
Embrace the
Is it a Pirate Warrior mirror?
Match. Yes, it is. Yes,
Any
it
differences in the two lists?
If so, they are very minimal.
One
no.
of them has 2 Horde Pillagers. One.
Okay. I mean, at the same point, I don't think that's that big of a change.
Wait, what does he have instead? Word. I think having 2 Horde Pillagers sometimes actually just 4-2 is not incredibly useful sometimes.
Yeah, but 2 Horde Pillagers, a 4/2 that can give you another weapon.
Depends on which weapon you drew.
Yeah,
the thing.
I still think all the weapons you put on in this deck are good. Especially if you play it properly. You just play it Onkar, then trade twice, then Onkar again, right on top of it. Just getting very good value out of it. Arcanite Reaper is a really good card as well.
Right. Okay, so you see both players. They have early game cards. Seems like they're both going to curve out pretty.
And both have Livewire Lances in hand.
Right.
So we're gonna see probably a double Livewire Lance copy play, which boards look rather similar right now.
I'd imagine so. It's like a true mirror. Okay, going face. I agree with this.
The health totals are not the same, but
Any trades really don't not giving you any advantage. Oh, he
No.
does get the Ankar, which was recently nerfed.
But was it nerfed enough to consider it a nerf? I don't think so. I mean, I only
Yeah,
preferred to use only 2 charges anyways, and then just replace it.
Yeah, so maybe it wasn't a really hard hit.
No, this deck was
Nonetheless.
hit softly.
Yeah.
There is one of the horde pillars that we were just talking about of this game.
So I'd
That is
imagine
one of 2 inside of Nine Eyebrows deck.
Okay, so he just wants to get Dread Corsair out of his hand. It's fair enough. Interesting. Ooh, that is
Damage of
very.
Water Barrow.
That could be very
Twin
good.
Tyrant too. Twin Tyrant can be very good for him.
Yeah. Nine Eyebrows picking up 2 very. So I'd imagine he's clearing off the Sandhook. He doesn't want his opponent to keep healing for the rest of the. Okay.
I am not always perfect, but
Oh, okay. Order. That was an order, lol. So Lefty is getting pretty low here, and he's just re-equipping the Elaki weapon. I don't even know what it's called. Livewire.
Live Wire Lance. Ooh, I do like the Evasive Dragon Worm here. It's a 6-drop, so it can be played next turn, and it also has Divine Rush and Divine Shield and Rush. I like that. But it looks like he's going with the Evasive Draconoid instead.
Yeah,
Big
it's going to be very
7/7.
difficult. And I think Restless Mummy typically does everything Evasive Draconid would want to do anyways.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe even a little.
Because you can also play it with Raider. But yeah, I mean, Nine Eyebrows is just going to curve out pretty nicely here. And he... Lefty's life total is getting pretty low.
Someone's got to lead the charge.
Nine Eyebrows looking pretty good here. Let's see, what can he play? So he can play a Restless Monkey and clear off a few things here. I think Lefty really just has. I don't know if he can afford to keep trading. He's already pretty behind.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see either. Okay, it looks like we're gonna see Captain Greenskin come down, which pulls Pirate Brigand out of hand.
He just wants to smack her.
Yeah, he's just going. Ooh, Dragon Queen Alexstrasza. Does he pick
That's
it?
not gonna be
He's
activated.
probably. Yeah, he's probably gonna pick the 3/2.
Nosdormu, yeah, Nosdormu is not for 2 turns, so. You know, process of elimination. Pick the card that you can actually play.
We now see the Sky Barge being played, and the Bloodsail Raider getting a little bit of buff.
So Lefty's actually building a little bit of a threatening board. Problem is he's dead if he doesn't armor up here. He can taunt up. That'll be fine. He's probably he's gonna taunt up this turn for sure. He's probably thinking his opponent could reroll.
Ember Scale Drake could be pretty nice, but it looks like he's
Yeah,
gonna take
he
the
could put it up.
Alexstrasza. Set his opponent to 15.
Okay. Ooh, Faceless Corruptor. Could be really good. Don't think this is the turn to play it though. It might be with 2-drop and Faceless just rush in.
I think this might be Evasive Draco turn.
The thing is it just gets cleared.
Yeah,
This is going to be a pretty pivotal turn. I really wish they were taking more of this because it was a pretty important turn, but this seems to be a fun play.
Yep, he gets rid of a lot of immediately scary damage.
Right.
Looking at that Captain Hook Tusk in hand, though, I think that's the turn 8 play, right? You just play Captain Hook Tusk.
Oh yeah, he had. I didn't
Or
even
Will
notice he had
Mopar.
Captain. That's insane.
There's
that's an
double Dread Corsair with a rush.
That is an insane. I guess it's kind of hard to see the cards upside
But
down. That is
but
pretty
when-
insane.
But Twin Tyrant could come in here and mess things up.
No tomb can hold
Yeah, or
me.
double. That's just,
Tomb can hold me.
Yep. But that's actually probably a better clear. Clears the for sure clears the Hook Tusk and not any one ones that he doesn't necessarily want to clear.
Mm-hmm. All right, so
Which it seems kind of like Lefty's deck starting to like just burn out right now, which is putting himself back to 15.
yeah, Lefty is really getting. I think that really swung the tempo in his favor. Because I don't even know what he does with this board. Yeah, he probably plays Twin Tyrant, pops it up. Ooh, and he hits the 2-1. Hate to see it. He's probably hoping it hits the Alex so that it trades it nicely. 12.
If Alex was the only one on the board, she wouldn't take the full 8. She'd just take the 4, right?
No, she would have taken the full 8. Because it's still random. It can hit the same minion twice.
No, it said hit 2 random.
Yeah, reading
Yeah.
the card, it was just I thought it might have just hit her for 4, and then that was it.
Yeah, it only hits her for 4. It
Really? I'm pretty sure it hits her for both.
says 2 random enemy minions, so it's only gonna hit 1.
Huh, that's something you might want to test to see if that's true. I haven't looked at.
Yeah, that's like I've played it before. It's, like minion that damage doesn't carry.
That's interesting. I feel like it should.
Pirates away!
So he can't actually. Okay, he does get. I thought you couldn't go this. Right. So he does have Korkron Elite to rush in. Doesn't feel very good, but he does have some counterplay. Does look like Lefty just basically has complete control of this game now. Because Nine Eyebrows can't quite kill Lefty or build a board at the moment. So that Twin Tyrant not hitting the Alex, it was just really bad for Nine Eyebrows. Because having an 8-4 in this, his opponent having an 8-4, pretty game defining at this moment.
Yep.
Okay, it looks like he's just gonna fill out his curve. What is that? Face is corrupt. Did he play both, or does he only run? Oh, he only runs one faces. Sense. Okay, so the
Captain
difference in the
Faceless,
two decks. The difference in the two decks is one of them runs pillagers and one faceless. The other one runs 2 faceless and 1 horse.
Drink up me arsey!
So that actually does make a difference, like pretty significant difference. Okay. Yeah, and it looks like Lefty is locking up the game, which that's pretty interesting because we thought Nine Eyebrows was very ahead in this game. I think getting the what's it called, the it's a Hook Tusk. Just getting that 8 mana card, summon 3 cards from your deck. That was definitely the turning point. Yeah, Captain Hook Tusk. Doesn't quite clear the board, but nice try.
Yeah.
All right, so Lefty takes a Warrior Mirror. What does that put us at now? 1-1?
1-1.
Yep, I'm tied up at 1.
Gotcha. So,
Just want to give a quick shout out to Anfal and JR Juggerlaw for resubscribing this year. Season, I should say.
Let's have some fun.
I want to thank all our subscribers or current subscribers right now, helping us do this stuff as well as maintaining the website and other activities that we're doing, such as tournaments and fun little games. Thank you to all.
right, so anyways, game 3 is now on deck, and it looks like Lefty is playing his. So we're getting Nine Eyebrows is playing his. He's playing his Handlock, which I believe Handlock should be favored in this matchup. Sheer amount of taunts that they have. The taunts and healing just make it very difficult. Pirate Warrior to ever get an edge in this. Okay, probably coming up with Sky Barge. I would, because he doesn't really. Well, we can see that Lefty here. Naturally, it's pretty hard to clear Sky Barge with what he has. I'm assuming he's gonna want to clear it with Kobold Lackey, but he may like to leave it up. Yeah.
Might be Cobalt Lackey, and then you play the Soulfire afterwards. I mean, you're kind of sad if you burn some things, but
Okay, I think he's just ignoring it altogether.
yep. Which I don't know if that's actually the play or not.
He's definitely getting punished for playing 2, potentially 3 pirates. Ooh, yep. He does. He got pretty punished. Yeah, so either that one, the Parachute Brigand, or any 1-drop pirate will allow him to play an extra turn. Alright. So he's playing the version with Mountain Giant. Let's see. He has Sun Furies too. Do not believe so.
Double time and double pay.
Yeah, he's playing the list. Huh. I thought these lists ran Sun Fury Protector. I guess not. Because it runs Twilight Drake and Mountain Giant. Kind of assume all.
Some do, some don't.
I guess this one's more aggressive.
Yeah, a little bit.
Alright, so
We're
Pirate
gonna see
Warrior.
Netherwing dropped here, pretty sure. Clears up
Probably,
a
yeah.
majority of the board.
This Pirate Warrior is actually it's pretty close to killing the Warlock. He does have Ziliax in hand, though. He could be surviving for a few turns.
There's another.
Ooh, another
That's
Sky
game,
Barge.
That's game. That's game.
That is, yeah, that is game. Yep.
The count, I was almost not fast enough. I just
So
see
that's
which
gonna be
weapon
game
it
3.
was. Yep, that's
That was a very quick victory.
Yep.
And Nine Eyebrows is now up 2-1. So this could be the match point.
So Hunter versus either Shaman or Warlock.
Yes, and
Hunter
it's a
versus Shaman.
quest. It's a quest hunter.
This is very interesting. I think
With
Face Hunter
the
would
with the ultimate
also be
card.
pretty good.
Shuma.
Shuma.
Looks like we have an interesting starting hand for Nine Eyebrows here.
Yeah. I feel like Quest Hunter is pretty fit against an Aggro Shaman because Aggro Shaman creates a bunch of tokens and then you can just play Unleash the.
Yep.
But this list is more burn heavy, so I'm not really sure if that's going to be a huge factor. Nine Eyebrows getting the Diving Griffin, which really is one of the better cards to keep in Mulligan, just because it normally accounts for like 3 or 4 minions. Okay, he's just playing. He's playing Lickham and hitting face, probably because he wants to play the Doomhammer soon. And I'd imagine he's doing an overload spell this turn.
I'd imagine
I'd probably
Lightning Bolt and
Yeah.
Surging
just zap and hope, probably.
which is pretty good. So,
Ooh, okay. If he got the Tonto, very good.
I think we're gonna see a Bone Wraith drop here. Yep.
That's definitely a really good pickup. Okay. So he has a couple of options here. He does have the spell damage totem, which means he has some extra damage face, but he really needs to clear the 2/5. Doesn't have Earth Shock, unfortunately. Otherwise, that would be a very easy play. Okay, Lava Burst. It's pretty expected. Okay. Probably would have considered going face. Just the 2/3 just accounts for. You do lose 1 damage this turn, but it counts for competitive damage for future turns. And it's also a lot easier to. I mean, he might have figured it's going to get cleared anyways, but as we can see, it's going to be a little harder to clear. Ooh, these are all very good cards. This is a hard decision. I don't even know what you put in this.
I think you put it into Zilly
Yeah, I was gonna
almost
say
every
Zilly.
time. Zilly's your
Yeah.
only heal.
Right,
But he
good
didn't.
quest.
Oh.
He didn't, yeah. He wanted to. Well, the thing is, if you never let your opponent, they probably. I mean, they still have burn, so I think Zoe.
I think Zilly was the right pick. I don't agree with the clear the way. Because you run
if-
to clear the way in your deck.
If Lefty was running a more token heavy list, then I could see clear the way pick. As you said, Billy is the only heal in the deck, and your opponent's like main out is burning you down.
Yep. So that's why Zilly is such a good pick there.
Right.
I think we're gonna see the Swarm of Locusts come down this turn. Oh wait, never
I think
mind.
he's
You
playing
don't wanna
like,
do.
yeah.
You wanna clear the way. You get to clear the way off the board first, which he's gonna face it.
Because yeah, the thing is, if you run Swarm of Locust, then
You
you're
just
gonna fill the
burn-
board.
yeah.
You're gonna bring it clear the way.
I do that way too often whenever I'm playing Quest Hunter, so that's just something people need to pay attention to. Because if you don't pay attention to that, you'll burn that that side quest off, and you won't have any 4/4 Griffin.
Right. So he's gonna equip the Doom Hammer and start.
He's starting to try to. He sees that he has to start burning damage because if he doesn't, he's gonna lose the game.
Yeah, this is where Nine Eyebrows might be. He is still on.
Now-
He's still going to try and complete his quest.
The problem with Nine Eyebrows right now is that he's filled up his board and he has no way to clear it, and I don't think his opponent's gonna clear it for him.
Well, he's also. He has lethal on board, so his opponent.
Yeah. But does his opponent have counter lethal?
Perplexing.
Because he can deal 10 damage, 15 damage. Yeah, his opponent has counter. No, he doesn't. Never mind. He's low on mana.
Yeah, I think this is just over because if he clears one, then
Yeah, he's
actually, wait,
he's
is
too
that
off. He's too off. He's too off. He's too off right now.
oh, it wasn't. Yeah, he is.
That's game.
Unfortunately.
Yeah,
Mhm.
9 Eyebrows takes it with Leroy here.
Yep.
And I believe that takes the series, right?
Oh,
wait.
wait.
Wait,
No,
wait.
Just a slight
wait.
hiccup.
Too soon.
But Unleash,
Whoa.
Unleash the Hounds, I think, still. Oh, and he's gonna
Wait,
coin
I
with.
think
Lightning Bolt.
I think Lefty wins. Wait, can he? Yeah.
If he can complete his quest, I think he can still win. But I don't think he's able to
How
complete
does
his
he?
quest.
He can't play 9 minions. Wow, that was a very.
That was a quick
That was a
turn.
duress. Yeah, I almost called it too early.
Yeah.
I think the shield totem really helped.
Yeah,
out
that
there,
that
too.
taunt totem really
If he didn't get that, that would have sealed it. So
that would have.
The taunt totem would have sealed the. If it was any other totem, it would have
Mhm.
sealed the game.
Right, yeah. That's so unfortunate for 9 Eyebrows because that was literally a 1 in 4 to stay in the game for Lefty.
Wait, no, it can still be game. He has to Leroy Unleash, and then he can still win. Because of the 2/1/1 whelps that are spawned off of Leroy, it puts 2 extra minions. So I think you, yeah, I still think he can do it. I still think he can win the game. I don't know
Yeah, I
if my
think
math
that's probably
right,
it.
but I still think it's possible.
No, that's 13. But yeah, that's 13 damage. It's not lethal. Is it lethal?
No, it's not. He's one off.
Yeah, he's going off. So his opponent just, I mean, he just has lava.
Yeah, he has lava burst. He has counter lethal.
That's lethal.
Man,
Wow.
that was a close game right at the end.
wow.
Wow.
That was a nice
One
win.
player being one off and one person having counter return lethal.
Right, yeah. Wow, that was
Um,
intense.
So we're going into the.
Game
so
5.
now it's going to be
Game 5.
Game
yeah.
5. Another
Second
game 5.
game 5 of the. These series are running pretty long. So game 5, it's going to be the same quest versus what do we have? The Warlock.
Warlock versus
MZ.
Hunter. Yep.
Let's have some fun.
Let the hunt begin.
I think
so-
the Warlock is unfavored in this matchup.
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, fairly unfavored. Yes. Actually, I don't know. I know it's pretty unfavored against, but I don't know about this one. Do not think I've ever seen this matchup.
Yeah,
Not very
it's
common in the
literally it's Quest Hunter go actually if this is handlock, so Quest Hunter actually is unfavored.
Mhm.
The win rate of Quest Hunter into handlock is 40.95%.
Wow, that's pretty bad.
It's not 30%.
Yeah, because I'm guessing
Horse is the right way.
I'm guessing handlock just clears too many of the boards. I think it just has consistent enough clears where it doesn't have to worry about Hunter being a threat.
But at the look of the board the look at the hand right now, he's got a guaranteed Summa on 6 if he wants to play it that way, which is really nice always.
Mhm. Yeah, I agree. 9 Eyebrows definitely.
He has a really good hand right now.
Well, the thing is, he has 2 dead unleashes. Other than that, his hand is pretty decent.
I don't think Unleash is dead in this matchup. I really don't. Because he's got a lot of invokes that fills up the board.
Yeah, but he's not going to be able to play that for running the
One shot.
Wait, okay, so here's the thing. He's not running.
No, never mind.
He
He's
doesn't
not
have
running.
Galagram.
Yeah, he
Right.
doesn't have Galakrons. He doesn't have the unleashes.
It's a different list. But... He was running the other list last game.
Normal hand lock. Yeah,
Last
this is
match.
just normal hand lock. If he's
Regular
gonna play an
hand lock.
unleash now, right now is the time because he's not
Yeah,
gonna have a
'cause
big board for the rest of
It
the
is
game.
not. Yeah, it is not getting any more value than. Okay. Let's play as many minions as possible. Probably. Yeah, I just.
He was
I probably
debating
would.
between. Yeah, he was debating there.
I probably just would have gone face. Really need to pressure them, and maybe I think he traded because he doesn't want him to, which also makes sense. Let's see, what is Lefty gonna do here? I imagine he has to. He wants to play Mortal Coil on something. Oh, Discover Lackey, that's really good. Yeah, damage. I imagine he wants to clear the board over. Not sure I agree with that because getting a 2-4 really.
Well,
the
I
most
think diving
imposing kind of card.
Griffin just looks so appealing right
Right.
now because it
Right.
clears so well.
Yeah, here we see Lefty's actually in a little bit, even without the quest getting a bit low. Of course, I don't think this Hunter actually has finishing potential quest. So he should still be okay.
If he completes the quest, I think he has a chance, but he's got to complete that quest.
Right. And he's still 11 off.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a few turns.
Well, I think next turn, if he's got some way for everything to be cleared, which he does with Ziliax, he just goes in with Shuma.
Yeah.
Coin Shuma is just what to say.
Yep.
Still do it right now if you wanted to.
Yeah, I think it's fine if you just coin Shuma then pass.
He could honestly he could just Bone Wraith quest.
Yeah, but I don't feel like Bone Wraith cresting is nearly as impactful as coin Shuma. It fills up more of your quest, which is what you're really trying to go for right now.
I wonder.
But it looks like he's going to take your path. Oh, nope.
It's
he's
yeah.
Fine.
Oh, he considered both of them. Maybe he heard.
Yep. Maybe he's just like, I smell a disturbance.
I mean, this is
Yeah, look at that. 16. He's already to 16 and he was at 9. Just so good for him.
mhm.
But looking at the double Plague of Fames in hand, I don't know.
The thing is,
And
he
the- and
can't
the
really
Netherwing?
play. Yeah, he can't really play. The Netherwing's inactive. Can't really. So
He's gonna play the Nether Breath on it and then
yeah, the
drop
Mountain
that.
Giant. See, that's the thing. Like, that's kind of why I wanted to keep the. He could put it on. He could have put it on the Mountain Giant. He wasn't really at risk of dying at that point ever. So I think putting the Taunt Lackey on the 2/2 was a misplay.
Of course it's the right way.
Okay.
Nope, Snip
Quest
Snip Draw.
Explorer. Just clear some space. It's fine. I think he just has to go all face. Yeah, he's going all face with this for sure.
He only needs 2 more minions to finish up his quest, and then he's gonna start doing some serious damage.
Mhm. This is a little. This could be a little. If I was Lefty, I'd really time to figure out how he's best going to set up clears for them. It's like he's just going to. Okay, that's fine. I don't think he can fight.
Yeah.
I don't think he can afford to play both Dragon and probably because he could just be dead.
Yep.
Yeah,
There's
that's-
one.
So he's not playing the Dragon or the Dragon. It feels a little bit bad to me both, but I think overall board clear is much more important. Keeping this board clean.
Well, I'm pretty sure we're gonna see double Spring Paw this turn.
Probably tracking first, I'd imagine.
Yeah, he's got double tracking in hand for sure. Play one.
Or he could play hero powered.
Nah, tracking's first. Oh, he wants to
Leroy?
take that Leroy.
Yeah.
If he doesn't take that Leroy, he's in a world of trouble if he doesn't take Leroy. I know he wants to take Diving Griffin as well because of the rush, but I think Leroy's just the pick because it's literally 16 guaranteed damage no matter what your opponent's board is.
Yeah.
Oh, double track.
And then the Bone Wraith, I think. Nope, he's going with the. Oh, he's going to finish the clear the way.
He's
so
gonna
he can-
clear the Mountain Giant is what he's gonna do.
Yep. And get.
Oh
his
yeah,
into
he
the
could.
vault.
So
He's
if he
got to
has
open
enough-
all this time.
Oh, actually, he should have. I think he should have here.
He did hero power. He got it all off.
I think he got everything. It seems like he did.
Good job.
Good stuff.
And as of right now, he has 16 guaranteed damage, 17 with whatever. No,
Where's
18.
the 16 coming from?
It's guaranteed from Leroy, because you get 2
What?
charge hounds off of Leroy Hounds.
Oh right,
inventory.
yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Guaranteed from Leroy Hounds hero power, but I don't know. He doesn't have enough mana to do that right now.
Right.
Someone
You might
for
just
him.
play-
Just do it.
He could just play 3 step staffs like
Yeah.
Dark Ferroticon. If he gets another Tauntlack, he's
Yep.
pretty game altering. Oh,
He did get.
one.
He did.
Oh,
get
he did get one. I
Yep.
thought that was evolved. Yeah, pretty.
Ooh, Swarm of Locust. That's big. That's
oh man. Okay.
big. That
That is huge. Yeah, that's pretty massive. Why did he do that? That could have been face damage.
Yeah, it could have been face damage, but at the same time, you leave more board up here that your opponent has to clear.
I guess, yeah. I still would have preferred to slamming 6 to the face. Okay. Could be that actually that's pretty good synergy with Plague of Flames. Gonna summoning a bunch of
Track
But
noise.
the question is, do we see Plague of Flames here? I don't think we do. Oh, it's game.
yeah,
I think it's game. I think lethal is Leroy Hounds.
I think he's sensing that right now.
Yep.
yeah, it's pretty dead.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage. That's
So,
a lot
yeah, this
of
is-
damage.
So this is something that we thought was stats wise it looked like a pretty unfavored matchup.
Yeah.
They got there in the end. Alright, so
Nine Eyebrows.
what is it? Yeah, Nine Eyebrows takes it 3-2 to this long 5-game series.
All right, now I'm just gonna double check to see if he's able to join us.
And actually this matchup was 5-5 before this game. Both teams neck and neck, and this victory very clearly gave an edge to Azure.
But it's still anybody's.
It is still anybody's match.
Yeah.
They have to be really happy about this victory. Is Nine Eyebrows gonna?
Yeah, he said you can join us there, so
All right.
just gotta see if he's. Says he's a little bit under the weather, but my voice is not totally perfect, but. Oh, good. Yeah. Join us shortly. There we go. Hey, Nine Eyebrows.
Hello?
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, of course.
Congrats on the win tonight.
Thank you. Was very close.
That was a very close series.
That game 4 was stressful.
Yeah.
But Lefty played very, very well. The Pirate Warrior game was really good too. I thought I liked the mirror a lot in how it played out.
Yeah, we were going back and forth on who was gonna win that.
I think I should have taken Deathwing. I mean, hindsight's like 2020, but instead of the 7-7, I believe it was,
hmm
that would have given me a shot. But I got outboarded very hard in the end.
Yeah, I mean it's a little bit difficult to. The end states are going to be Pirate Warrior mirrors tend to have it has a tendency to go into top deck battles, so definitely play that. But yeah, as you said, hindsight is 20.
Yeah, my thinking
So-
was that the game wasn't going to go to turn 10, but yeah.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, talk to us a little bit about the decks that you built this week, because most of them seem pretty standard. Well, the Warlock is handlock that I guess was starting to get popular last week, and but yeah, we thought the Quest Hunter was a very interesting ring. Talk to us a bit about what your thought process was when making lineups this week.
So I kind of decided on Quest Hunter before the nerfs hit, because I liked how it played into Shaman. Honestly, I don't entirely know why I decided to keep it or not switch it to at least Highlander Hunter over after the nerfs were announced and hit. It happened to work out that he brought Shaman, even though I lost that matchup. That was the matchup that I was like looking forward to playing with that deck. So I like how the deck plays a lot, and it can catch a lot of people off guard, especially with the burst at the end, like I had. And it's probably my most played Hunter deck this expansion.
Yeah, that was pretty. That was a pretty insane matchup. In the last turn, one off lead unleashed the house, and he just he happened to have his burn. Let's see. Oh, actually, yeah, we were curious. Why did you decide to? And when you played tracking.
Take the quest or the side quest over Ziliax.
Yeah, because we were saying, because we were talking about how like the side quest could be good against token heavy decks, but since you knew he was Burn Shaman and Ziliax was your only heal, it might have been a better option to take that one.
My thinking was with the current board state, I might be able to kill him fast if I get this 4/4 on board, because I have an easy way to get it with my hand. But I think it was basically immediately after I clicked the quest, I started regretting it and thinking Ziliax was a better option. So I think I thought too fast.
Yeah,
Right.
Ziliax, from my point of view, having played a lot of Quest Hunter as well, yeah, I think Ziliax, because it's your only heal inside that situation, you just pick it every time.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to lose that opportunity to put the health back on, and you run 2 quests, so that's not.
Yeah, that's
a
very
problem
fair.
for you.
Yeah, Silver Fox was saying that you run 2 of the, so you could just throw another one anyways. Whereas you only have 1 of Ziliax. Actually, you're only healing in the deck. So
Yeah, it's the only way to. It's only heal, only taunt, right?
Yep.
So, yeah.
I believe so. Yeah, I mean, it's just something to consider for next time. Go ahead.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I think
Which-
that and the Deathwing were the two things that I thought about most after I did them.
Mhm.
I kind of thought your Draconoid pick was okay. I mean, inside the deck state, the board state, it was perfectly fine to pick that taunt, that big taunt. So I mean, eh.
Yeah, I don't think. I don't think it was a bad decision. I just think it's something I could have thought over a bit longer.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So is this your first season playing pro? Or were you playing
I
last season too?
subbed a little bit. I think like 2 or 3 weeks. I think I subbed 1 hero week and 2 pro weeks last season. So this is my first like starting roster.
Okay. How do you feel so far about being in pro?
I like the format a lot. I think I prefer the best of 5 conquests as compared to the shielded. So I'm happy with that. And I really like my team and how we've kind of communicated, and we work together a lot to figure out lineups and practice and stuff. And I'm really happy with that. So it's been a very good experience so far.
Yeah, it's great to hear. And that's really what we aim for with the teams, that they actually communicate and practice. Doesn't always happen, unfortunately. I think a lot of the times, especially teams that do well, end up doing a lot of that.
So we have a question on your handle.
Yeah, my username.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. So this dates back to I was 13 years old. So it would have been 7 years ago. I just started playing League of Legends, and I was watching the Season 3 Worlds. And there's a team, Gambit Gaming, which was a Russian team, and they were like super hyped up, and I loved watching them play. And they had one player who had a unibrow. So Twitch chat while they were playing would spam 5 men, 9 eyebrows, 1 dream. So I took 5 men, 9 eyebrows as my league name, and obviously you can't have that long of a name on Battle.net, so I just took the 9 eyebrows part.
Yeah. Someone said that in chat earlier, and I read that. And I was like, oh, okay, that's definitely where it comes from. I didn't know that from League of Legends, but
yeah, it was I get a lot of questions about it, especially when I'm playing League with that handle. It gets a lot of questions, but yeah, it stuck with me.
That's cool. Yeah, I haven't followed competitively years now, so I didn't get that reference.
Yeah, I started playing Hearthstone about the same time as that, so the 2 games that I follow mostly.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. Well, do you have anything? Any shout outs before we head off here?
I guess I'll give a shout out to my team captain Diamond for helping organize everything and working with us all for this. And that's really it.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you guys.
Thanks a lot for joining us, your 9 eyebrows.
Yeah, of course.
thanks for coming in, and congrats on your.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Yeah, you too. All right. Well, I want to thank our 2 casters that joined us tonight. So we got Silver Fox Demon, and we got Typhoon. What are you guys' plans for the rest of the evening?
I really don't know. I think I might go into my my hero team's Discord, chill there, work on decks and play some scrims or something, and then maybe go to sleep. Who knows? I think my plans for tomorrow are more intriguing. I plan on going to play locals Yu-Gi-Oh tournament in the area.
Oh, perfect.
That sounds fun. I am submitting my duos lineup, resubmitting the lineup because it changes, and then straight to because I've been up since 6 a.m.
Oh man.
So
well, thank you again.
It's time to knock out. All right.
Well, thank you so much, guys, again for casting. On behalf of the THL tonight, we're happy for our viewers. I think we had 19 at one point. We're
I
at
think
20.
we were
We're
over
at,
20 at one
yeah, we're at
point.
22 right now. I'm just looking. So, thanks to all the viewers. Thanks to the guys that subbed. We wish you guys a happy and pleasant night. Take care.
Peace out, everyone.